It says we are live.
Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Get to Know Gamer.
Yes, sir. And ma'am, there's might be some women on here.
One.
Hi to that one lady out there. Hi to your wife.
Yes, my wife is out there.
Yeah.
Today we have Waves and Games on, and so I don't just call you Waves. We'll say your name. You have your name on the screen too. It's
I do.
Peter.
Yeah.
It's
Peter.
Yeah. That's a good idea because for the longest time,
I'm terrible with names. I am. We had Retro Wolf on there not that long ago, and I just call him Hey Wolf or Hey Retro.
Wolf. His name is Matt.
I can't remember names. That's my Achilles heel.
You have someone saying hi already?
Oh, it's
Peter!
Gaming Off the Grid.
Gaming
it's
Off
probably,
the Grid.
I'm going to go with this, maybe Wes, because Wes is the one who's usually in the streams. But it could be Robert. I don't know. It's one of the two.
Let us know. We also have Dennis. Hey, everybody. And Chris James T85. Peter!
Hey, Chris. What's up, man? I just realized that his logo is him with a VR headset on. I've never looked close enough to see what it is.
I really want to get one.
I had what?
VR.
VR?
Yes, we don't have one yet. It's like the only thing we don't have.
They're pricey, though.
They are.
Yeah.
We keep telling ourselves we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to wait till the next one comes out. Maybe it'll be better. And in all honesty, it's just a lot of money. So
let's jump into it and tell everybody what this is all about, just in case this is the first time that you're watching Get to Know Gamer. So early on in the year, I challenged my friends. I said, let's have a show and let's call it Get to Know Gamer. And I want you to pick 10 of your favorite games, not realizing how difficult that question was.
Yeah.
And so my friends they all went over the 10 games, 100%. Like, I think Phil might have brought 60 games, or what was that, Mike? It was crazy.
It was both of them.
Yeah.
They brought in duffel bags. I'm like, are you moving in or are you showing us games?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to set up the spare room.
So Waves and Games, you have your 10 games, and I assume you do.
Some.
So
yeah.
So we want to give you the opportunity to give a plug to your channel here, your YouTube channel. So tell everybody what your channel's about.
Cool. Yeah. So Waves and Games, the initial idea was to talk about sound and music in games, and that's where the Waves comes out from, is sound waves. And I'm getting back towards that. So I've done a lot of like unboxings. I do a lot of live streams because it's easy content to make. Lately, I've been doing lunchtime, what I call a lunchtime arcade, or lunch with whatever game, where I take my lunch break and I don't eat and I just stream and hang out with people instead. Because I work from home. This is actually where I work from. My work computer's here and my gaming computer's here. So I just turn and stream and hang out with my friends. It's really good.
That's awesome.
Lord Zybala is here. Awesome. What's up, man? Good to see you.
I know. I saw that. We also have, they said hey to us as well. What's hood, bro? Gaming up there on Chris James T. And
everyone's saying hi to each other. That's my favorite part of streams is like you say hi to the streamer, but really it's a lot about hanging out in the chat with each other.
That's exactly
community. Yeah, everybody gets to talk.
That's exactly it. VR is cool, but makes me feel like I'm gonna puke.
Me too.
Nice.
Me too. I actually have only played the VR for a half hour, 45 minutes, and it was Resident Evil Biohazard, and it looked amazing. But when I took it off, I wasn't feeling too good.
No. I don't know if I could play it even for 15 minutes because it was scary. I just was like, no, I can't do it with Resident Evil Biohazard. So
I've only played like those demo discs, So there's the one where like on a roller coaster shooting clowns or something.
That's that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Not too bad. Yeah.
No, not too scary.
No.
Not too scary at all. And I want to get back to when you mentioned live streams. I love popping in a live stream, and if I'm going to go into a live stream, and I think I was mentioning this to you on your live stream
on
earlier,
Wednesday this week.
I love when people talk.
Yeah.
It makes it fun for the streamer, or if you're doing a podcast for the guest too, if you have lots of questions. So guys in the chat, ask us questions. We'll pop it up on the screen. Don't be a passive watcher. Like, come and ask questions. We want to know.
Let's all pretend that we're in the same room, even though it's
exactly.
Yeah. And also, is your work situation at home COVID related, or do you work from home?
It is I guess because of COVID, our job moved from home. So because of that, and now it's permanent from home. There's not going back to.
Nice. Do you enjoy it being from home?
Oh yeah.
You prefer it that way?
Yeah. So I work for a call center. Actually, it's the car center for sales. So I sit here and I talk to people on the phone, and then I sit over here and play Super Nintendo at the same time. So yeah, it's a lot better.
Well, I run a daycare, so when the kids are going for nap time, I take the Switch and I play games. Yeah. Because why not?
They're asleep. Yeah.
The kids just think I'm cool because I play games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One more thing I'd like to plug is
Absolutely.
I did post on my Instagram story one of the new series that I'm starting, which is Retro Games Modern Sounds. So I did Spy Hunter for the NES and try to do some modern sound design for it. It's real short, 10-second clips. But that's a new series I'm trying to do with the channel. Like I said, trying to get back to my original idea of sound and games and music and games. And so that's where I really want the channel to really sit, is in that area.
I didn't fully appreciate that until I really started gaming hardcore just this last year.
Then you get hooked on some of the soundtracks, right?
You really do. Yeah. You're playing a game and then you're done. And later that day, you don't even realize it, but you're humming along to the game, or you're like, you want to be back in that world.
At work, when you're doing mindless work there, you've got like whatever you're playing. Like this week I was driving, it's like a little forklift, and I've got Double Dragon 2 stuck in my head.
Nice.
You've been instructed not to mess this up, Peter.
I already did, guys. What are you talking about? I just need to point out just real fast, because I'm going to keep taking off my glasses because my body heat temperature is so high right now.
So hot.
It's so hot. Oh no! I was playing tag and hide and seek with my 4-year-old before this, and we live at a high altitude, and I am overweight. So,
but did you win?
Oh, I always win. Yeah, I don't. We don't play nice here in our family. You're 4 years old. I'm gonna tag you. And there's
I'm taking you down.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what? That's how you build strong children. Because my parents never let us win either when we were kids. Yeah. You can't give everybody a participation
and you're
trophy.
so strong.
So strong.
Yeah.
Retro Wolf is in the chat. What's up, everyone? Can't stay long. Just want to drop in and say hi. Hope everyone is well.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We have...
That's my wife.
Leanne Bateman. I'm not a fan of VR also.
It's true. Hey, that's our wedding picture. Look at that. Look how much hair I had back then, guys.
How long ago?
How long ago was that?
We just had our 10-year last month.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
I'm trying to...
5 years, buddy.
Yeah, that's where you're landing.
That's where you're ending up.
I had a lot of hair up until 2016 when we had our first daughter, and then it really started moving, and now we had our second, and I'm just like, what's the point anymore?
So you have two.
We have two. Girls? Yeah, we just had our second girl March 20th of last year, so day one of pandemic.
Yeah.
I will predict right now, when you have two teenage girls, you will be bald, man.
Oh yeah. I also need to start lifting a little more because I am large. I'm like 6'3", and so I am intimidating. But I'd like to be a little more intimidating before they get to that age.
6'3" too.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm 6'3". Scott's 6'8". Just kidding.
I was like, wait,
like
what?
Andre the Giant thing. Jeez.
I'm 5'3.5", and I give myself the half just to feel better.
That's cool. My wife's only 5'3", almost 5'4". So
good things come in small packages.
Exactly.
I keep telling you that.
Yeah. Let's look at a couple more of these. Love the NES, Legend of Zelda. We also have Everyday Retro Gaming in here. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, you just shouted him out yesterday.
We did. I didn't even... Do you know what's great about YouTube and Instagram and Twitter? Finding people I never would have known about.
No.
And just connecting with people all over the world.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. Like, I've made friends everywhere.
We have a friend in Sweden.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have friends in the States.
I think gaming in general brings people together because back like EverQuest time, like EverQuest 1 and 2, and when WoW became a thing, like people were playing across the world, and it's just been ever since then, we're like, oh, we have friends here. Yeah, no big deal. like, oh, I have a friend in England. We just talk whenever we're awake,
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's crazy. I love her shirt. Oh, I got this at Walmart.
Oh, nice.
Of all places. Yeah. I love the psychedelic kind of like vomit of
like
colors.
It's like if the Punisher and Joker had a kid kind of shirt.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
There was a couple more like that, but I'm like, how many shirts can I buy? My closet's getting full. My 4-year-old beats me at Among Us. My son too.
Nice.
My son too. Okay, and we also have Lightsaber Samurai.
Lightsaber Samurai. I love that guy.
Awesome.
What's up?
I do
Another
too.
person that I think he popped into Captain Algebra stream one time. I think it's how I found him. And I was like, I like this guy's name. Let's go check out his stuff. And now I think we're pretty good friends.
I found him.
I hope we are.
Because I was searching for Xbox related content there and just looking up because I'm a big Xbox collector, right? Yeah. And I just stumbled across one of his videos. Oh.
I just picked up an original Xbox this last week or a week and a half ago. I mean, I had one. Well, I had one when I was a kid, but it was our family's, and I left because I grew up, and it's the first one I've had since being an adult. Because a lot of the games that I played were backwards compatible on 360, but there's a lot that I have now that you can only play on Xbox, which I'll talk about some of those here in a bit.
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of that,
all right,
let's do.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
Did you stick to your 10 or do you have way more?
Okay, so I have I have way more.
That's all right. That's cool.
Okay.
I don't even know if I want to talk about all of them. I just
man. Well, even if you want to pop in a few quick ones. So are you going to go? Do you actually have an order that you're going to put them in, like from favorite to least favorite? Or
no, that's impossible.
You're just going to
I tried
close your eyes and grab something on the desk and we'll talk about it.
It is impossible. I didn't realize how impossible it was until I had to think about it.
And every year my list would change because I play different games. Right?
I think, because my number 1 and 2 are pretty similar. Like they stay the same pretty often, but they swap back and forth. And I'm doing a lot of series. That was what I decided tonight. So I'll just start with this one over here.
That's cool. Grab one. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going to start with Dance Dance Revolution. I don't know if you guys are Dance Dance fans.
I love it.
Not me, but
I have a metal dance pad upstairs. I can't really bring it. Yeah.
I need one.
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of Dance Dance Revolution, but my jam was Just Dance.
Oh, Just Dance.
Oh,
that's more like moving your whole body. I don't do that. Just my feet. I'm all about the feet.
Doing the white guy shuffle on the dance floor there.
Just like,
So I guess I'll tell some stories about these. So the first Dance Dance games I played were DDR Max 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. And the reason I started playing this game was in high school, I played football, as you do when you're in the Midwest and you're a big person. And then it turned out that I have like a heart problem or my blood pressure kind of thing. So I had to stop playing football, but I wanted to stay active. And there was this girl I liked a lot and she did ballet. So I was like, I'm going to go do ballet. It was not my wife.
Oh, she was a troll.
No, she's a family friend still. She's cool.
Oh, okay.
We didn't date or anything. We're just kids that were growing up together kind of thing. But she did ballet and I was like, well, if I do ballet too, maybe we can, hang out a lot more. So I did ballet a lot. Exactly. I was the stories when I was like 15. So maybe anyway, so before ballet, we'd go over to her house and hang out, and she had Dance Dance Revolution, and so I started playing it, and then I became better than her, and it just kind of stuck with me.
We don't like that.
They don't like that. I will tell you that from past history there that
you
can't beat them at I've destroyed you twice.
For the ladies.
For the ladies. Gotta
love
it.
It ended up helping me get my wife because after ballet, I then started doing ballroom dancing. And because I did ballroom dancing, my wife was like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. I think I'd like to hang out with him some more. So,
nice.
So Dance Dance Revolution helped me get my wife in a roundabout way.
That's awesome. My mad cooking skills.
What?
My mad cooking skills helped me get Scott. Not. had that. Grandma's boy movie has the most epic DDR scene.
I have not seen it.
I love that movie.
It's just the best movie, period.
Really?
Period. Have you not seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
That is funny. It is a funny movie.
It is hilarious.
If you like gaming, and it's kind of gaming and stoners all at the same time, there kind of thing.
Yeah, gaming and Canadians.
All right, boy, I'll check it out.
Thinking about Peter dancing gets me excited.
Whoa.
Glad that gets you excited because I'm actually thinking about doing some DDR streams soon. Once I figure out how to do it. So
let's do it.
And I want to do it because I think it was like a year ago, Retro Mikey got the Mario Mix Dance Revolution. And I was like, dude, you have to stream that. And he did it for me. And then now I feel like I need to remember that. Yeah, I feel like I owe Retro Mikey 78. I need to do some DDR streams.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
I think I remember it too. We love Retro Mikey. I feel bad. He's been working a lot.
Yeah, he's working a lot.
You know, Retro Mikey was the first channel that actually gave us a shout out.
He did, yeah. And
we had no clue it even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he chatted both you and me out in the same tweet, and I was like, "Who's Retro Rivals?" And so then I went and found you guys.
Who's those guys?
Yeah, these guys. The Kiwi man is my brother-in-law. What's up, David? Good to see you. It could be anyone in this family though. That's on the account. But I have not played Beat Saber because I don't do VR. But have you guys played Beat Saber?
I've seen it, but I haven't played it.
We don't have intense. A VR. And, it doesn't look bad. Like it looks cool.
No, my nephew Tony showed me one on YouTube, and he was playing along in his living room on YouTube, and I'm like, no. Like there was certain levels I'm like, that's not even humanly possible.
Yeah, I've seen some of those videos. I'm like, how do you do that?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Some of the crap 7-year-olds watch on YouTube, I'm like,
some of the crap 4-year-olds find on YouTube. I'm like, you're on protected YouTube. How did you find this horrible thing?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the kids content, but the ideas that are being shown in it are like, you should watch more TV. I'm like, that's not what we're teaching you. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Like my nephew can name villains in movies. He's like, that's Freddy. That's this person. I'm like, how do you know that? YouTube. I'm like, man. You're doing it. You're living the dream.
Nice.
Gotta go. You need to get out, or gaming off the grid. You need to get out more.
No, because I'm a big guy, and watching big guys do Dance Revolution is just a fun thing. It's a little bit funny, but it's also amazing at the same time. So I get it.
Like, I didn't know he could move like that. Yeah. My mad cooking skills sounds pretty intimidating. It's skulls. My mad cooking skulls.
She just put the fear in me until I asked her to marry me.
I did. Dennis, so true. We're locked in the game room editing way too much.
You guys must live there because you put out content like every second day, I think.
Oh my God.
Or something. If it's not, it streams on Sundays. It used to be Twitch Thursdays, and then, or was it Twitch Tuesday? Because I was like competing with Captain Algebra, and I was like, I can't watch both you guys at the same time.
Do you know what? That happened to me last night. I had just finished editing a video. I put it out.
There was like 3 people on.
There was 3 people on, and I'm like, I don't want to choose a favorite. That's the problem.
So we ended up playing the game, didn't we?
We did end up playing the game.
Yeah. I'll watch tomorrow.
Done, son.
That's awesome.
It is. Beat Saber is a lot of fun. Everyday Retro Gamer said. And one more. We got good evening. I think it's 1 a.m. here.
Wow.
Woo-hoo. It is 9:19 here, and it's 6:19 here.
I think I've seen this name before.
Oh yeah. Well, he's on a lot of our streams.
Last time, wasn't it?
Screw up his name all the time.
Because I can't
pronounce it. Okay, so it's Gernaldino. Dino?
Yes.
Gernaldino. And he's the one who started the My Name in Games thing that we all did.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
So if you guys haven't seen those, go to Gernaldino's channel. He made a whole playlist of everyone who's made one.
Cool.
So if you haven't seen Retro Rivals or mine or Lightsaber Samurais or Gaming Off the Grid, or who else has done it? So many people.
Oh
People
God,
I didn't even know.
many.
And that's a good way to find some more channels too, because there's more people I never even heard of in that playlist that he made.
Gamer Aimer, I think, did one.
She did one, yeah.
Gamer Aimer did one because we had tagged her to do one. Yeah, I didn't. I knew he was putting a list together. I didn't know it was already done, but I'm definitely going to check it out.
Well, like as he finds more people that are doing it, he's putting them in the playlist. So like he reached out to me and said, "Hey, just so you know, I put your video in this playlist." And then
that's awesome.
Like, hey, thanks for letting me know. And then I found out there's a ton of people I need to watch now.
Yeah. Same. Okay, let's do.
You want to do another game?
Game number 2.
Sure.
Number 2.
Oh, one last thing was.
Did you have more? Yeah. Did you have more?
On the DDR one, I have the 2 Xbox Ultramix, Ultramix 4. I need 2. 2 is the best one, and then 3. But you can only play these on the original Xbox, and this is why another reason I got that Xbox.
Now, I have never seen one of those dance pads for the original Xbox where we are.
Yeah.
The Xbox stuff is not too common around here.
Yeah.
I mean, the games that you do see is all the same.
The cool thing about the metal dance pad I have is that the connector is just a 5-pin connector that I can swap out a board with to either do PlayStation or Xbox with.
That's awesome.
And I got it on Facebook Marketplace for $70, and it's like a $250 dance pad. So there's deals to be had out there. I feel like Retro Rick all the time.
Something I'm on the hunt for after February because we're still in No Fun February.
Yeah,
I know, guys. I don't know why I said I was going to do it with
strong.
Because
I know. How have you been holding up?
No one knows that I'm doing it because I didn't announce it. I just am like, I'm going to do it. Yeah. And I keep seeing these deals, and I'm like, oh, I can go get that. And I'm like, wait, no, it's February. We're doing the no game.
Yeah. The first week for me hasn't been too bad. Like when I do see something that has interest me, I take a snapshot and then just keep that picture, and then maybe we'll do some kind of an update at the end here, like a video. See what tempted me. Yeah, what I missed out on, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, our favorite local pawn shop.
Oh, they've been mean. Those guys. They're like tagging me and stuff.
Nice.
Almost all the employees in the store follow us and watch us on YouTube.
This is a story. This is bullshit right here because the day before I started, we went to the store, and I'm always looking for Nintendo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been slim pickings on anything like NES, SNES, all that's. It's been really low stock.
Yeah.
The day I started, the next day, they tagged me in a picture, and there had to be at least 60 brand new to them, like
it's
NES games. I'm like, that is bullshit.
It's because I knew they actually put it in the back.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sure they had them. They had them on Sunday.
the last day we went in, of course, the day before it started, we were like, we're gonna miss you guys, and I'm like, we'll miss you too. And it felt heavy leaving.
I laughed. I made a little joke. I'm like, you're probably gonna have to lay somebody off there. It's been a money to spend here.
Lightsaber Samurai saying props to, I'm going to screw up your name if I try to say it, for making that epic playlist.
Gernaldino. I think the H is silent. Is that right? You don't actually say the H because it's like a mixture of some famous football player's name. I just forget how the name came about. I think that's what it is, right, Gernaldino?
I think he told me I could call him a different name, like Bob or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Bob. Oh, Waves and Games is Waves and Games. Waves and Games.
I'm not working out anymore, man. This is just my normal size. I'm just kidding.
Saying hey to everyone now too. Oh shit, T-Belly in the house. What's up, man?
Yeah, T-Belly.
Johnny Chase, shout out to Parlor Pond calling you out. Yep, that would be it.
I see. Yeah, I think I actually seen Johnny Chase's name in there somewhere on some comment. It's too bad Scott can't buy anything.
That's the thing. People are like, oh, you can't buy this.
I can't even cheat because people are like watching me. I swear.
It's not fair.
So I'll go and jump into my next game.
I'm
going to pick Mirror's Edge, which I need to get that GameStop sticker off of there. But have you guys ever played this game?
We haven't. And it's been on my list of want to play games.
It's super short.
Has been.
Like it's
I can't even
4-hour
picture
game.
the gameplay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it looks like this.
You just want to come to Canada and hang out? Because I think we'd all get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have somewhere where you could hang out for 14 days.
Perfect.
To quarantine. Yeah. We got a cool game room.
Yeah, exactly. So Mirror's Edge is a first-person parkour game. The idea of the game was it was like testing to see if they could make a game that was parkour based. And the story is like very loose in the first game, where it's just like your name is Faith and you are running a runner, which is someone who gets information from one person to another without it being traced at all.
Oh, okay.
Like on paper instead of being through the monitor system of the government kind of thing.
Kind of like a very beta. What's the game Alex made me play? Watch Dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
That's why I wanted to play it, because I really enjoyed Watch Dogs. I thought, well, maybe.
I think it's pretty different than Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
So everything is just like run, jump, roll, punch. You can pick up guns and shoot, but you get achievements for not doing that too. And like the art and the whole thing is very minimalistic. Everything's like white and gray and red, and like there's some yellow scenes as well, but very minimal art to it. It's very clean looking, which is the idea behind that is like the city looks very clean, but the underbelly is so dark and dirty, you know.
Nice.
It's a game that I've played probably a good 100 hours in. It's not even a long game though. I've just played it over and over multiple times.
Nice.
So,
well,
I don't think I have a physical copy of that, but I know I have a digital copy because I think it was free on Xbox.
It was free on Xbox. I think like in 2018 or something like that. It's been quite a while.
It was a couple years ago for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, people are like calling us out on our no. Let's see. Under your no buy video games rule, can you buy and resell games? No,
you got to buy it.
No,
you can't even trade either. I asked them that.
Well,
no, it has to be strictly not
to go in the collection. People, we said like for people that do it for like kind of a business, you know, like then whatever. But you can't. I can't add anything to the collection.
Now, if my mom like bought me a game and gave it to me, does that?
But are you going to be like, hey mom, I really would like this game. I'll pay you back next month.
Scott's got a birthday in March.
Yeah.
See, that's fine. I can get stuff in March.
Exactly. Captain Algebra saying, hey.
There's Captain.
Hey, Captain. And T-Belly, nice to see you all. Lightsaber Gaming Off the Grid.
We got a full house there tonight, eh?
We got a full house. Yeah. Oh, Captain Algebra has a burning question. How's Super Mario Kart going?
Oh, you're doing the challenge.
I don't know, man. I was trying to find something to like show how bad it is. I'm still stuck in the Special Cup. I can't get better than 4th right now on the 100cc. So I can't
do it. How the hell am I going to do it?
Well, I haven't even unlocked the 150cc yet, so I can't even compete yet. So I'm just like, I got till Monday. But the reality is, because I do it on an emulator and it doesn't save, so I really have till like tomorrow morning, because I have to take my computer with me somewhere, which means I have to turn off the emulator. So I have tonight. And it's kind of heartbreaking that I'm not going to be able to participate this month because I couldn't beat the regular part of the game to even get to where the challenge is. But I'll be there next month. Don't worry.
That's what I'm thinking. We attempted to participate in the first month.
Oh, it was terrible.
Except we had been drinking and filmed one of our last call.
I don't know how I did better than all you guys because I had way more to drink.
I don't know if Dennis is still in the chat, but he died on the first level.
Oh, I died so many times on the first level while I was practicing. It was so dumb. I was like, this is the first level of Mario 3. How did I not just run through this? Like, how did I die?
I think the only reason I died where I did die is because I didn't realize what level I was on. And then I was taking a drink and I was like, oh shit, it's this level. And it was already too late.
It's the one in the sky where the screen is moving and you have to keep up with the screen.
4?
Yes, that's where I got to.
That's where Scott died.
And
I always skip that level when I play the game, and then Cap's like, "You got to play every level," and I was like, "I hate that."
I don't want to play that level.
I don't want to play.
Cap, just because you can play all of them doesn't mean everybody can.
Did he not win his own challenge?
Yeah, he did.
That's why he's the captain. Scotty J Retro saying, "Hey, let me just say it how you said it. How's everyone doing?" I was going to ad lib and say, "Hey, everyone." Oh. I just do my own thing here.
Scotty J.
Yeah, and Dennis is saying, "Laugh it up." We will, Dennis. You're not here to defend yourself.
I'm hoping here maybe by next weekend they'll take us out of this lock. Well, it's not really a lockdown, but it's a red. They call it a red phase, so we're not allowed to have people over. So maybe by next weekend they'll bump us back a phase, and we can actually have Dennis over.
We can have friends again.
Yeah,
besides each other.
Don't feel bad, Cap. It's not that.
No, you didn't know.
You were just so good at games as a kid, and you got to keep your cart. So I did beat that game as a child, and I will tell you the sad, sad story of my Super Nintendo stuff. When I went to college, my family sold it. That's the sad story. And let me tell you what was in that collection. Of course, there was Super Mario Kart and Mario World, and Final Fantasy III, and Secret of Evermore, and Earthbound, and Trigger, and Donkey Kong 1 and 2, and SimCity, which is, I've obtained a lot of these games already. Castlevania 4, but
please tell me Earthbound wasn't the big box.
No, we didn't have big box. So if you go back to in my channel, there's a series I did when I first started called Gamer Tales, and I told my story of how I got a bunch of games for Christmas, and that's where I got that as a loose cart game that I got for Christmas. But Still, Earthbound and Chrono Trigger and Secret of Evermore, like those three. Illusion of Gaia was in there. All these games that I'm not going to be able to get back for a long time. So that's a sad story. But I say that, but I have quite a stack of Super Nintendo games over here that I've obtained through.
Well, that's awesome.
And I've not paid more than $40 for any of them, so I'm not.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. We bought Chrono Trigger, but we paid pretty much retail.
Well, I don't have Chrono Trigger yet.
We don't have Earthbound, and I've never played Earthbound. But I don't know if I ever will unless it's through emulation.
They have a copy of the big.
They have a big box, but I think they want 1,500.
1,500.
I think it's 1,500. Oh yeah, it's just like, oh no, I can't do that. Yeah.
So if you guys want us to get Earthbound, tell their friends, and so start watching our channel.
GoFundMe.
Lots and lots. I don't even know how many subs you'd need to have in order to make that much money. You'd have to have a lot.
You just need like 100,000 subs, but also you need to do merch and brand deals, and
that's easy.
That's all you got to do. Yeah,
that's it.
Oh yeah, that's the plan for next year.
Exactly. I need to tell everybody. So we got monetized in December, and I was like, Scott, guess how much money we made in the month of January? To the
penny. To the penny. And this is so fitting for us if you watch our channel.
$69.
$69.
I was gonna say $420, and I was like, no, you guys are dear.
That would have been funny too. Oh, Earthbound. That hurts.
It does.
That really does hurt. Let's pull our money together and send Peter Earthbound.
Thanks, Cap.
We should.
We should take up a collection.
I totally would do that. 100%.
Cap, you need to do like one of those fundraising live streams there. You can get people to donate, and then you'll put the money.
I will do it. I will be there.
We'll donate.
100%. Good evening, Gib84. Hello, Gib84.
Hello, Gib84. Welcome.
If I sell enough trades, I'll send Peter a copy, and Captain gets Little Samson.
Nice, T-Belly.
Spender here.
We got Davis Deadly. What's up?
Hey, Davis.
I taught one of my daycare kids to say that this week.
Oh my God.
I taught a bunch of my daycare kids. I was like, guys, let's tell Scott next time we see him. What's up? And they were all doing
hold it out for like a minute, like in the commercial.
You have to. That's the only way to do it. Hey, Rob, you can't sleep? I don't know what that's about.
Where Rob's at? Oh, wait. Is Rob Girl Dino?
Oh, Mia, maybe that's it. Name? Rob, Bob.
Is that why you said you could call
it? Is. I looked down in the chat further. I have the stream. Nice. We can call him Rob. I can
That's so much easier. I don't even need that to be spelled phonetically. I can do it. Rob.
Good for you.
Thanks.
That's a big word for you.
That's a big word. I had a big day. We're doing a GoFundMe page for Earthbound.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Well, if all the gaming community all chipped in a couple bucks,
and then we had to live stream it, and it's going to be really sad. I need to get an Elgato. Hello, Hollywood Polo.
Yeah, hello, Hollywood Polo. He was actually our inspiration for our 5 sports games video.
Oh, it's him that asked the question?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, in the comment section in one of our videos, he asked us what was our top 5 favorite sports games across all consoles. And I was like, well, don't answer that. Let's do a video on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sports games don't get enough love.
They don't.
They don't. Speaking of sports games, I'm just kidding. I don't have a. Well, I guess I do have a. How should I save this for later? I mean, you guys can already see it in the video. Let's just jump into this stack here.
Do it.
Just before you pull that out, Davis Deadly wants to say he'll start hooking.
Just before you pull it out.
See how I parlayed into that?
My awesome music cap. Oh, we have not talked about that. So before I started my Waves and Games channel, I wrote music for other YouTubers. I still do, actually.
Oh, so I think you mentioned that in a video or in a live stream. I saw that briefly. Yeah,
I mention every once in a while. I think somebody might ask me about it. So it started out with Do You Nerd, and we're friends when we lived in Missouri, and we're still friends. But when they want to start their channel, they were like, "Hey, don't you write music?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you write us a theme song?" I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I wrote them their theme song, and then like a year later, they were doing a collab with Captain Algebra, and I reached out to him and said, "Hey, can I get your theme song so I can make like a mashup of the two?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't have one." I said, "Well, let me write you one, and you can pay me."
Oh, nice.
So so then I wrote Caps, and then after Cap, I think it was like another 8-9 months, something like that, I did T-Belly's theme song because I was getting really tired of. I watched all his videos, but I just got real tired of his theme song, so I reached out. Theme song. Let me get you something. And then I wrote something for J Love. I've done Linda, aka the Gamer Girl. I just wrote the newest song for Telesplash Gaming, his theme song. I just wrote that for him back in December. Nerd vs. Fat is another channel I've worked with in the past.
I've never heard that channel before.
Yeah,
Josh made some content for a while, but then he like stuck to Instagram.
Okay.
He just posts about like his weight loss journey. It's pretty cool. So follow Josh off Instagram.
I definitely will.
And I feel like I've written music for somebody else who I'm forgetting. Oh, Video Games Dust Sleeves. Chris over there. So all the podcasts, if you watch the podcast, the newest one that just came out, all the art on there I did for him, as well as the new theme song. So
you are a man of many talents. I can't now. Every time I hear everybody's theme song, because I watch J Love, I watch.
Well, I didn't write J Love's theme song. And the music I wrote for her was some background music, which unfortunately is not on there anymore. But yeah.
Do You Nerd, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now when I hear them all, that's so cool to know that information.
Yeah,
I knew that you wrote music. I didn't know that it had spread that far and wide. So that's really cool.
Chris Pico, that's what I'm forgetting. I wrote his theme song, as well as for Super Enabler Brothers, the podcast that he runs.
Oh, nice! That's awesome.
Oh, and Back in the Day Gamer, I did a cover of the Punch-Out theme for him. Yeah,
nice.
It just keeps coming. I've done a lot.
That's awesome.
It keeps popping up.
You're really immersed into the community. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Captain Algebra also wants you to know pulling out is not effective. Do you know from
the challenge for the month? Is that what you're talking about?
And Lightsaber Samurai. So Waves and Games is basically the Dr. Dre of the retro gaming community. Yes,
basically.
He is. He is.
It's true. If you listen to T-Belly stuff, I did actual like hip hop for him. So I did different genres as well for everybody.
Nice. Cool people up in here. You said it, Pixel Game Squad. We are cool people. Wow. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out.
He smokes. Should I call you Waves or should I call you Peter? You must be a popular guy there. All the big hitters are in here tonight.
I didn't know Pixel Game Squad knew who I was. If they do or not, I don't know.
They do now.
They do now.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
If you guys need new music, reach out. I'll get you some. Write you some.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When I first discovered your channel, I was like, Waves and Games. I was like, maybe he's in California. Maybe that's what Waves means.
I was in California actually.
Oh,
yeah. So I went out to California to work on Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Wow.
Yeah, I did dialogue editing for that, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some like videos on the beach. I was gonna do one about wave race, and just sit on the beach and talk about it. And then the job ended, and I came back to Utah, and I was like, well, guess I won't do that idea.
But you know what? That's cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience to be able to be a part of that. So if you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Warzone,
I will think of you.
You can check the credits. My name's in there.
I'm totally gonna do that.
Yeah.
I need to see it. That's so cool. You're like, I know that guy.
And luckily it's alphabetical, so it's like the second name in the sound area.
Nice, even better. Do You Nerd versus Retro Rivals trivia was fun.
That was fun.
Really long though.
They beat our bums there. They have way more knowledge there.
God.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to make excuses there, but a lot of the games that were mentioned is not really my genres of games.
Yeah, like the Pokemon question.
My son would have ruled.
Yeah. Hello, beautiful friends.
How you doing?
You mean Scott, right? With his epic beard?
Mm-hmm. I can't grow a beard that long, mainly because my wife says I can't.
When you're all grown up, you can.
Yeah, when I'm all grown. No, I could, but my wife says she won't kiss me if it grows out that long. So
just tell her it's better than a mustache, right?
That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, my husband.
I call it the magic carpet.
Nice.
It's a magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, cool. MVW or MV letters.
Modern Warfare 2.
Numbers.
I played that game so much when I was a single lad before my wife and I got together.
Scott hasn't been single in a very long time. He doesn't even remember back that far. Davis Sedley wants to know, how can he get a theme song?
Reach out on Twitter, DM me, and we'll talk for sure.
Nice.
I'm totally down to write anyone music.
I'm a metalhead, man. So
I have a 212 cab over here, so
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, it's 2 12-inch speakers in a solid state amplifier. And then up here on this wall, which you can't see because the way the camera is, playing too much freaking hide and seek. I'm all sweaty still. Anyways, I have my Les Paul over here on the wall, so I can get you some metal if you need some.
We can do metal. We can do metal.
Yeah, we can do metal.
Mitchell B says, hello, everybody. Late to the party as usual.
Welcome, Mitchell B.
Maybe you're just fashionably late. That's cool.
Yeah. You've only missed us talking about Dance Dance Revolution and Mirror's Edge, so not a big deal. We got more to talk about.
So do we want to jump into another game?
I think so.
We get sidetracked easy.
Yeah.
Me too. It's cool. I'll do a small stack here. We'll do freaking A, man. Yeah, I do want to do this one. So I have the Sly Cooper series over here. I got these loose at GameStop for like $2. So, nice. And then I never got the cases for them, and then I got Sly 3. But Sly Cooper is a game that I didn't get to play until I was married. I guess I picked it up when my wife and I were engaged because we went out to Oklahoma so she could actually meet my family after we got engaged. Because we were living in California. It's not like she was gonna go out to Oklahoma and visit them before, you know.
Yeah.
But in high school, I worked at GameStop in Oklahoma, and so I went to go visit my friends that still work there. And he was the manager, and they had a super good deal on Sly Cooper, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick those up. So the first time I played that was in 2011, even though it came out in 05, even earlier. When did Sly Cooper first come out? Is there a
I
copyright?
very rarely have ever played a game when it first came out.
You've never played any Sly Coopers, right?
No, I haven't played.
I know I've tried one. I can't remember which one it was.
Just start at the beginning. If you guys can find them, play them.
Yeah,
they might be a little bit pricier because Sly Cooper was supposed to be like PlayStation's new mascot after Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
and so the games are pretty well known, but they're fun 3D platformers. They're pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of like exploration, so they're kind of lane based, which is good because if you don't have a lot of time, then you can get through a level pretty quick. But there is still some exploration because there are hidden things that you can collect throughout the levels. But the art style is cell shaded, so it holds up for a long time.
Oh yeah,
I love the cell shaded art style. I think that's really, really cool.
It ages.
It does age very, very well.
Yeah. It's like Ghost.
It's not our game room unless there's a ghost.
That's exciting.
It happened with Retro
It happened
last
in
time.
the last live stream we were in.
The ghost must like Sly Cooper, maybe, or hates Sly Cooper.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'll say our cat.
I mentioned this last time in the live.
We did. Our cat was 20 years old. She, unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to her. Yeah. And this one said, "Why don't you haunt the game room?" I'm like, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" And the last live stream, and she usually meows everywhere. The last live stream, we heard kind of a bang.
It's the same thing.
This time, same thing. It could just be condensation.
We're gonna call it that.
We're gonna call it that. But
so there's this channel that I watch. It's not game related, but her name is Thoraya. I forget her last name, but she does like a lot of really cool interviews with just random people, and she has a podcast called Hey Stranger. And the last one was a girl who invited a spirit to follow her around when she was like 10 using a Ouija board, and it still does. So I'm just saying, Scott, you invited the cat to be in the game room.
It's all right.
It's gonna be there.
It's gonna be there.
My cat, she was 20 years old. I had that cat forever.
She loves that crap, so you're gonna check that channel out probably.
Yeah, can you please send me or send her a link at some point there?
Yeah, send us a link so we know.
I'll watch that.
Oh yeah.
We have a couple more people talking. Everybody's talking. Love the round of alternative.
It's a good time for me to fill up my beer then.
Fill mine too.
You want beer?
I don't care.
Alternative description for
drink.
We also have Tom is ridiculous with his video knowledge. He knows so much.
It's true. He does. I tried to get him to start a segment called Tom's Tidbits, but he thought that was a little bit too suggestive.
We're not saying Tom's Twig and Bits. We're saying tidbits.
Yeah, tidbits.
It's fine. Tidbits. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think Scott's bald head is much more beautiful than the beard.
Thank you.
Aww.
I'm
David
afraid.
said, "No chick dig it." The beard.
Oh yeah. I'm afraid to shave my head because I've had too many accidents skateboarding as a kid. Like I don't know what's underneath this hair anymore. Like there's definitely a big scar in the front from I got 6 staples in my head. So yeah, there's a video on YouTube somewhere of that. It's I did a backflip on a refrigerator. Like I was laying on the side and I hit the corner with my head.
How have I not seen this yet?
Because I didn't put it on my channel. It's on like my old channel, and it's super grainy. You know, we filmed it in black and white.
Send me the link for that.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Black and white there. Watch the head trauma.
Was it last year? Twice last year, I hit my head within a 1-week period and made myself bleed. So if I shave my head, my husband will leave me, but I'll also have scars. Your wife says, "Of course, Dooner blew away the trivia. Tom is so crazy awesome knowing the facts."
Yeah.
Yes.
We walked into that and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way we're gonna beat these guys. There's no way." And then at first we were doing well. I was like, "This is bullshit." I
was like, "How are they winning?" Because
I didn't know.
He wondered the same thing.
It would have been closer because they got questions that I knew the answers to, but then our next question I had no idea. So if it was random, if I had you know,
it would have been like bar trivia style. We had to like write down the answer and show it. And
I still wouldn't have beat them. We wouldn't have beat them, but I would have made it more of a more competitive at least.
Nice.
They were awesome. I loved Tom and Lacey before, but getting to talk talked to them on Matt's podcast was even better. Like I love them even more now. Let it grow, broski.
You gotta talk to my wife, Davis. So one thing that I've already convinced her or been able to get past from our start of our marriage, when we first got married, I had an original Nintendo and a PS2, and she was like, 2 consoles is great. That's all we need. And exactly, Scott.
What? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah. I don't know. This madness.
Peter,
madness.
I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a suggestion, a hot tip.
Oh yeah.
Us women do this all year long. You don't know about it. We'll buy clothes. And you'd be like, I've had that for years.
No.
And we'll cut off the tags, and you don't know.
The PS5. I've had this for years. What are you talking about?
No.
So you just sneak that console and be like, what are you talking about? I've had this for years. It was in storage. I didn't know if
this Xbox is 20 years old. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
Listen to me.
Trying to pick a fight. You never listened to me. You didn't even realize I cut my beard. I don't even know who you are anymore. That's the shit you pull with a spouse. You do it 24/7.
The way I got away with it is I got all my consoles either for free or trading music for them.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So like my 360 I got for free from someone who got Xbox One. My Xbox One I got as a birthday gift from my brother-in-law. My PS2 I got it by helping somebody move. I had that already. My 64 I did pay for that one, but it was with money that I got from writing music. The Super Nintendo I got from Tom and Lacey for writing them some music.
Awesome.
Yeah. So just I try to keep my gaming expenses based off of working like side business stuff.
It doesn't.
That's how I get around it. Yeah.
Right.
That's very very
at
smart.
First, I was buying defective consoles and fixing them.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. So I was buying them for pretty much nothing, and then I fixed them up, and they'd work. And I still have consoles here that still work.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
My PS3, it didn't do anything when I got it. It was dead, and I fixed it, and it runs beautifully right now. So
that's super cool. I wish I had that skill. That's awesome.
I had to just go on YouTube. So,
oh yeah.
Yep. That's how I learned.
I want to introduce everybody to our new sister wife. I want a mustache ride. Jillian Joyce.
It's a good thing I only have a magic carpet.
That's an awesome comment. We just steer right into it.
That was good.
The mustache ride?
Don't be knocking the mustache rides. LOL. Davis definitely wants one too.
No.
Wow, we're just passing them out.
No, okay, wait.
Like bass?
I just
Nice.
want a song. He might just want a song.
No.
Get myself into. Hey, y'all played Extreme Racing Series.
Extreme G Racing. I have not. I know.
I have neither.
Started on the 64, I believe. I know the artwork. Like I can see it in my mind.
I was talking to.
I want to say hi to him because I think he just checked us out in one of our newest videos.
Oh yeah.
So hey,
Hey, Box. What's up?
My N64 collection is super weak. I was actually talking to Retro Wolf last time when we had him on Get to Know Gamer. And then after it was all done, you weren't alive anymore, and he was naming off games, and I was writing them down. So
nice.
So at the end here, if you want to suggest any N64 games that might get me into it more, I actually think I have to buy one of those. What do you call it?
We have one coming.
For the NES. I need to get a different controller because I did not grow up with that N64 controller batarang looking thing there, and it is hard to get used to.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you didn't grow up with it, it's like impossible now because everything is so universal or the same basically.
What is it called? The Brawler 64. I've been looking hard at that.
Oh,
I may end up getting that and then start diving into the N64 collection there a little bit more.
Nice.
Pixel Game Squad wants to know favorite horror movie. I asked because I'm brainstorming a list. Can you tell I've had two? No, not even two beer.
You're 1 1/4 in.
Mine. I don't know which one it is, but mine is I think there's 5 of them in the series total, but it all has to do with the nun, and it's one of the first ones. Do you remember which one in the series? It all has to do with like possession and ghosts and stuff. And damn, I can't remember. I'm terrible with names. But
The Conjuring or The Conjuring 2?
Is it? Doesn't sound right. Might be though.
I don't know horror movies at all.
Pencil Game Squad.
I've seen like 3 horror movies my whole life. I've seen The Ring, Amityville Horror, and The Strangers.
Now, I will tell you an old movie that still has a very good creep factor, but isn't like super scary for like nowadays, is The Exorcist, the original.
The original Exorcist?
Oh,
very
yeah.
first one. It is still kind of creepy, but it was made back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
They only did so much. They were only allowed to do so much.
Yeah.
Right.
But I love that. I love The Exorcist, and I love the first Halloween movie. The second Halloween movie's not that bad either.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jessica Biel in it was phenomenal. And my favorite old school horror movie, which most people would probably not consider a horror movie because it was kind of cheesy, was Monster Squad. But it has a huge cult following. Monster Squad was the shit. I loved it. We watched it all the time. My mom had recorded it on VHS for us, and we just watched it nonstop to the point where we're like, we have to turn this off now because we could read lines for this movie.
It doesn't hold up nowadays, I'll tell you that much, because I was made to watch it there because it was such an awesome movie. But
that's like Labyrinth. If you didn't grow up watching Labyrinth, then you think it's a super great movie.
Awesome.
I
love it.
Vaguely remembered. I think I watched it once.
It's awesome. I love Labyrinth.
Mitchell B is right. Sly Collection is on PS3. Definitely pick it up if you want to pick it up as a single disc.
Nice.
Or package.
Yep. Lightsaber Samurai is confirming.
That'd be the way to do it.
Sly Cooper is fun. I played the first one on stream at Peter's request. Oh, nice. I'm going to request like horror games. That's my jam. Bet you're from Fanboy. Bet you're from Fanboy.
Like,
we're so far behind in the chat that
all right, do you need to get caught up here?
I do. Halloween best horror movie is
Halloween is
a great horror movie.
Definitely in my top 3, I think.
Adrian Phillips. Do you see how we get so far behind? I made a new YouTube playlist of Swedish metal band. Definitely check it out. Elbow cough. We will check. Amara.
Is that what that emoji is? Elbow cough? I thought it was a gab emoji.
I thought it was just called COVID. COVID. Yeah, that one. Oh my God, look how far behind we are.
Wow. You can't even do all this.
I can't. Cell shaded games are so cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're way, but that was like an hour ago.
Name of that channel again.
Of my channel?
We're so far behind.
What channel?
This channel is
Waves and Games. Check them out.
Maybe the Thoraya thing.
Oh yeah.
With the girl. What's the last name? It's like her actual name. I bet if you just search Thoraya, it's spelled like it sounds. So THORAYA.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna train the cat.
Back at the spirit thing, man. We're so far behind.
That'd be awesome.
I know.
But she was a bit feisty.
Gaming Dude freaking love Jet Grind and JSRF. I can't do letters.
Radio Future.
Yes. Oh, that's what Paranormal Activity is based on. No. Look at us, all far behind on this. Hollywood Polo.
Oh wow, we're so far.
It's intense.
Oh wow. We
Insanity.
can't even get caught up at this point.
Let's see the
We
last
just
one.
jump forward. Just kidding.
Guys, we're sorry
Sorry.
we missed all your comments.
We won't talk as much.
I'm going to answer them all right now. Yes, no. Oh my God, for sure. 12. See?
What?
12.
You don't know?
I don't know. Let's I'm gonna jump to another game.
Jump
How many have we done? Let's see, 1, 2, we've done 3 so far. Let's go with this one.
Oh, it's a good one.
GoldenEye.
We were just looking at 007 on
the original Xbox.
Xbox today. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fun one. Nightfire.
Yeah, I'd asked people in their last video to comment to recommend games they should try out, and that was one of them there. And I was like, I don't know if I have it in a collection because my collection for Xbox is starting to grow. So I actually was down here looking through and found it.
If you need any sports Xbox games, let me know because I picked up a lot that was like 30 games. And I the games, and a lot of them are a ton of sports titles. And I have like
for me, when it comes to sports, I would play your hockeys, your baseballs, and like anything.
I've got hockey and baseball.
UFC stuff there. That's pretty much it. I'm not a basketball or football guy. I don't know if it's because I'm from Canada. I don't know.
Yeah, we said, we're in the red right now.
Gosh, yeah.
We know that football is like the biggest football day is this Sunday, and we were like,
"Oh, is it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm aware. I don't follow football though. I like to play sports more than I like watching sports.
You know what? Same here because I grew up playing softball. I loved it. I was on a ladies A division, and I could play sports all day long. We would play road hockey it didn't matter the season. We'd be throwing a ball around. We'd be playing Frisbee basketball. It didn't matter. But to watch it.
Yeah. It's like getting off the grid, correct. Complex is the best level in GoldenEye. If you guys didn't know this, somebody made a GoldenEye remake on Steam that you can play on PC currently with updated graphics. And it's super awesome and really fun to play, especially like LAN party style. But so GoldenEye is definitely, because this is supposed to be like games that shaped us, right? And so GoldenEye is the first, the first multiplayer first-person shooter that I played. I was gonna say first-person shooter, but I definitely played like Wolfenstein and Heretic and Doom back on MS-DOS. But GoldenEye was the first multiplayer FPS where like I punched my brother kind of thing, or my friend through the controller. You know, like it's the one that when you really got mad at your couch co-op friends. You know,
I like that ability there. That's way better. You know, you get pissed off, and you just haul off and just.
Yes, you can't punch somebody online.
You say like mean things.
You say mean things like your mom, whatever. You know, sex with your mom. Like every single one.
Yeah, last night.
Exactly. That's the only thing you can say.
Yeah.
Did you see Microsoft remastered 007 64 and it got dropped days before launch and it was just recovered?
I did see it. A story about it being just recovered. I don't know if they're going to release it though, but it's like a whole thing where like there's a couple guys that have the code that are running through it and like, hey, you can play this game still. So
nice.
Yeah. Jen, Chris, Persona, not you. You go sit over there. You're bad.
Telling you to buy Persona 4.
Turn-based RPG.
What the hell, Hollywood Polo?
You probably meant Jen, Scott, and Chris.
But
it was a lot to type. Cave is the worst level in GoldenEye.
It is the worst level because the 64 rendering capabilities are not great, and so it's like so dark, and you get turned around, and it's no fun. The only levels that are really worth playing on multiplayer are Complex, Facility, Temple, Library is good. And Archives. Those are pretty. The top 5, I would say. But the top 3 being Complex, Facility, and Temple for multiplayer on GoldenEye. Come at me, chat. Let's go.
Yes, the chat is like rocking tonight. We love you guys. There's so many questions. It killed me that I had to just go right through an entire. I had to jump through. We got so.
You got to read faster.
I gotta be better at
proximity. Hold on.
Cut off.
I'm looking at the chat too. Dan 493 493 2001 says GoldenEye basing with proximities. You are a madman. I would never play basing with proximities. It's a very small level.
How dare you, Dan?
I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what that
means. It would be a lot of fun, and it's a lot of like cat and mouse for sure. If you would to be able to do that, because it's a very small level. And the proximity mines there in GoldenEye, they have like I would say like a 6'4" 4-foot radius that you could, if you get closer, they blow up. And so you would run into them pretty often. It's also a kind of a maze, so you'd get lost.
I feel like Dan4932001 wants to do a live stream of that. Maybe. Rock and Roll Entertainment Network, no problem. That was not to us.
Freaking Odd Job. Odd Job is only bad if you know how to do a crouch. And since Scott doesn't know how to use a 64 controller, I'll totally play against him.
That's a live stream.
That's a live stream.
Right after Dennis and I do Hot Shots, that's the next live stream.
Yeah, you just gotta come up to camera.
I would like to be on that Hot Shots one, by the way. Hot Shots Golf 4 is. I was gonna pick that. It's over here in my
so much fun.
my honorable mentions. Again, it's a loose copy of what I have, but Hot Shots Golf 4 is a fantastic game. If you have not played it, just go play it. Golf is
just
fun.
Go play it.
And it's cheap.
It's fun,
really
and it's
cheap.
super cheap.
Yeah.
It's super cheap. Fist
Odd Job
only.
Fist only. Yeah.
Bring it.
You mean slappers, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. Never said a boot, always been about. Andy, you must be in Vancouver then.
That's true. That's true. Us Maritimers will say anything incorrectly a little bit. I've been made fun of for saying, I'm going to say it correctly now, pillow wrong.
How do you say it normally?
Hello?
Pillow.
Hello? That's a conversation we had recently in our house because my sister-in-law pointed out that my family says pillow with an E instead of an I. So
yeah,
that's how you say
it.
We're
American.
That said that this week, and it drives me crazy because of her. Yeah, pillow. I'm like, holy fuck, I gotta walk away from her.
At least you guys aren't Midwest and saying pillar.
Pillar.
Lay your head on your pillar. Oh yeah, people in Minnesota, I think, as I've heard, pillar is where I was at.
I'm moving to Minnesota.
Soto.
I'm moving to Minnesota.
Minnesota? Try again.
I'm gonna stay here.
Nice.
I guess this is mine now.
Wait, time out. Metal Slug 3 is on the original Xbox? I did not know that.
What's that?
Metal Slug 3 is on OG Xbox.
Oh, it is, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Metal
was
Slug games are so good. I don't own any of them.
Oh man, that one is tough too. I maybe I just need to play it more there. Oh damn, it's good. And the soundtrack's good. We had Dennis over here and we played it.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Wicked hard though. Retro Rivals, you two are great. We think you're great too. We do. License to Kill. Slappers only. I assume he meant an E there.
Yeah.
The only way to play Goldeneye.
License to Kill is definitely a one-hit death. And so you got to run around. It's a karate chop. It comes in like this. And then you just die. It's really sad.
Homemade Hustler. I'm glad to be here. Every day I'm hustling.
Nice.
I love that. Slaps is dope. Jen Chris, I'd love to be on your show. Need your help with Zoom. This is not Zoom. This is StreamYard, and it is hella easy to use.
It's a lot easier, I think.
That's why we use it. The KF
a colored pencil
gun. 7 Soviet is a colored pencil gun. Changed my mind.
Especially Lord Zyball if you throw on paintball mode. So if you beat the dam level in fast enough time on Agent, you unlock paintball mode. So instead of having bullet holes everywhere, it's just like paint splotches. But yeah, the KF-7 Soviet totally looks like a pencil. It doesn't even look like a gun.
Homemade Hustler. He's hustling every day. Wants us to know, what console do you think is better to collect for, PS2 or original Xbox?
All right.
Why are you gonna make us choose?
Waves, Peter, I'll let you go first, and then I want to say my little spiel.
So it depends on why are you collecting? Really, that's the question. Why do you collect, right? So I collect personally for nostalgia. I don't have a huge collection. I have some games I didn't play growing up, but the majority of ones I'm trying to recreate those memories, or games that I wanted to play when I was working at GameStop. Like I would rent the game and be like, well, check it out. Because when you work at GameStop, you can take games home for 3 days.
Nice.
Even brand new games. That's amazing. It's the best thing ever. But anyway.
Did that happen predominantly when you had kids, when you were like, oh my God, I have to relive my youth because I have these little people now? Because
exactly,
that happened to Scott.
Yeah.
I didn't start collecting until my first daughter was born, actually. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
She starts playing with her toys, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta save this. This is part of your childhood, and then you start
would
thinking,
be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think depending on why you're collecting, it will be a big factor in that Homemade Hustler. But then, for most games that are both console, the Xbox version is more preferred for me personally. I feel like the power behind the Xbox was better, so that the graphics seem to be running smoother. I just also like the controller better because I got massive hands. So these little PlayStation controllers, my hands are all like, which is why I stayed with Xbox predominantly, because the controller is larger and it just is more comfortable for me.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah. The only thing I'll add to that is I agree with you on the Xbox performs better.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you are starting to collect, the Xbox tends to be cheaper also.
It's a lot cheaper because everybody...
That's why I really started with my Xbox, because they were way cheaper. And so for me to grab a PS2 copy or an Xbox copy of a game that I have never played before, the Xbox copy seemed to be always cheaper.
Yeah, so go with Xbox. But I feel like now we're saying that, and Gaming Off the Grid just said that, and now we're like the fake retro. What's his name? I can't. Metal Jesus. Metal Jesus Ross.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna drive up the price. Yeah.
God damn it! Now we're gonna have to start collecting more for PS2. We have enough of those too. Andy DeHaan is from Ontario.
Ah.
Hello.
Which side is that on? I don't even really know. Is that East Side, Ontario?
It's kind of in the middle.
In the middle of Canada.
Yeah, kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Got it.
With some hot shots, straight up fun. You're damn right. That's great. A good time.
Now, Gaming Off the Grid,
football,
we
hockey,
had mentioned, or Jen had mentioned it one time in a live stream of yours, that she had played Hot Shots, 4 shots. Did you by any chance get to go see that video?
Oh, it was rough. I have to admit, I did win that just by the skin of my teeth, but I did not
You
win.
would never know because she brags like she destroyed them.
I did not win the next morning. Tequila shots are no fun for anyone.
Nice.
Period. Mutant League football, hockey, yes. Awesome.
Mutant League hockey, I'm really after.
Friggin' expensive.
Yeah. I'd love to get a copy of it.
Milk.
Milk?
I mean,
Milk? Do you say milk?
I say milk.
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 You drink milk?
Milk or milk.
I say milk with an E, yeah.
Kara.
Nice.
Hey, I thought we were friends, David.
I agree.
We're just going to hold this tightly. Us Midwesterns say, oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Sandwich. Sandwich instead of sandwich. Yes. You make yourself a sandwich. Many people have made themselves
I prefer
a
when
sandwich.
somebody else makes me a sandwich.
Yeah.
I prefer when someone else... It's a sandwich, no matter who makes it. If it's not you, it tastes better.
It does.
Yeah.
Any meal.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else makes
you know
it.
What you know what my trick is? You need to put in some salt and pepper, not the band, but you need to put on a little bit of salt and pepper on your sandwich, and it tastes so much better.
Did you work at Subway, or what's up with that? That's like a Subway thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You need to put some on. It enhances the flavor.
Freaking sandwich artist. That's what you are.
I'm a sandwich artist at heart. Forget about slappers.
He forgot about slappers because
caught up with the
we're so behind. Oh my gosh!
Metal Slug.
I believe. Yeah, that's good.
Oh my gosh! To kill, pistols, no radar. We're gonna be here till like 6 a.m. your time.
Oh, no, we're gonna have to skip over some of you guys.
Both, duh. I'm switching to nostalgia. I've been selling a lot of stuff lately to get my favorite games from when I was a kid.
Makes sense.
You have to. Yep. You have to. I'm pretty much collecting whatever interests me. I'm looking for entire collections and games that I missed out during console life runs.
That's cool.
I like the PS2 more because it's what I grew up on, but the Xbox is great. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I started out that way, but the more I play the Xbox, the more I love it.
RPG.
If you like RPGs, you got to go PS2 because there's not a lot on the Xbox. Yeah. There are some, but there's not nearly as many.
That's true as well. I'm excited to get Raspberry Pi going soon so I can play games I miss that I can't find nowadays. And that is a great way to get into that. Gotta go sleep. You're please find out because we're so far behind in the chat.
He's in England, isn't he?
Yes, I think maybe. So. I like the PS2 more because it's what I grew up with. But the
Xbox, saw that one.
Yeah, maybe
we're gonna cut Jen off. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think we should.
Xbox Series. You're still not invited into this.
What the?
We did not, but sounds like we need to revisit that.
It's because I said that they said that Xbox was what you should collect for.
Yeah.
But you just did a whole thing about collecting Xbox in 2021. So you kind of did, guys. Don't worry.
He's in Northern Ontario. Davis Deadly says, I can drink. Thank you, Davis. Sandwich.
Get out of here, Sandwich. No.
Sandwich.
Oh, you betcha.
Hey, it's Brando. What's up, dude? Good to see you.
There we go. PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and Super Nintendo are all-time favorites. Jade Empire and Morrowind. Yes, those are awesome.
All right, Peter, before we get into your next game, because I have to cut Jen off because this will go on forever. Do you have a favorite console?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Now.
Wait.
Wait,
Pixel Game Squad, you don't have to pick. All of us.
Can you pick a favorite game on that console?
Yeah, sure. Let's actually, that'll be one of my choices. Let's just jump in to my Donkey Kong Country shrine back here.
Yes.
So
I may make a painting of Donkey Kong Country.
Ooh.
It's been on my thought bubble.
If you do, you should do the Treetop Village. I've always thought that would be a really cool painting.
Yes, that would be a cool painting.
I have no idea.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is my favorite of the series.
Is that your favorite?
That is my favorite as well. And I think that is probably most people's favorite of the
Not Captain Algebra. That gentleman over there is all like, Donkey Kong Country 1's the best.
Well, if he says it in the chat, we're just not going to pop it up.
And then and Celestial, who's another frequenter of streams, is Donkey Kong Country 3's favorite, is their favorite. But I don't think so. Donkey Kong Country 3 is a great game. I like it. It's been fun to play the 2 times that I've played through it, but it's not nearly as good as 2.
I agree.
And 1 and 2 are really close. Like 2 just did such a really great job of iterating on what was already there and just adding in. But 3, they took everything that was there. They're like, hey, let's just change 60% of the stuff and then do it again.
I've played through 3.
They tried to recreate the wheel, kind of.
Yeah.
Reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I've played through 3. I've played through all of them. But if you give me the option any day of the week, I'm going to play 2 again. Mm-hmm. It's just the best version. It's just, I love it.
It's your favorite version.
It is.
I think it's the best because both Diddy and Dixie's abilities feel like they are helpful in the game. Whereas in Donkey Kong Country, the first one, Donkey Kong's role, he's so large, it doesn't feel as fluid or I guess helpful as the word I used earlier. It's just not as helpful. So Captain
Algebra's calling me out. Jen, have you played more retro?
Yes,
I have.
She actually has played. What have you played? Do you want to name them off quick?
Sure.
Them?
I played
many.
I played Turtles in Time, Hyperstone Heist.
Yep.
I also played TMNT.
That's 2 different games, you know that. Turtles in Time and then the Hyperstone Heist are 2 different games.
Sorry.
Nintendo and Sega.
And Hyperstone Heist.
It's the same game almost.
It basically is, so that's why I named them together.
Mm-hmm.
I've played almost all of Adventure Island, but I can't call it complete because I only made it to 8-2. It's impossible. I'm waiting for my EverDrive to perfect some levels.
Little Mermaid
I played through.
This is all in the last month and a half.
Yeah, I've completed 7 games. We just completed Death Smiles today, the arcade version and
the 360 version.
The 360 version.
Do you know it's just a bullet hell?
Yeah.
Like anime. You know what anime is like? It's very sexualized. It's kind of every time you get hit, it's
off the grid.
Gaming Off the Grid believes that Donkey Kong Country 1 is the best.
Oh.
We may need to come to where you are, sit down and have a drink and discuss
Have
it.
a drink down in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SNES had everything RPG sports. It did. It had a lot of everything.
And then the 64 would have too if it was a disc-based console and Sony didn't bail on Nintendo and make their own console.
Yeah.
Retro
Wolf, you back?
He's back.
Welcome.
He was like, they're still streaming? Yes, we'll be here all night. What are you smoking, Peter? I've always said.
Oh, wait, that's right. No, the
music.
Sorry, the music of Donkey Kong Country 1 he prefers over Donkey Kong Country 2. That's what we have conversations more about is the music. Oh, definitely the top 10 original Donkey Kong. For sure.
Yeah.
You know what my problem is there? Because when the Super Nintendo, that generation that was out, I was a Genesis guy. And where I lived was a small village, and I think there was only like 2 of us that had a Genesis, so I missed out on so many games.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to go back and collect and play them now, and we actually played Sunset Riders on Super Nintendo last night.
So much fun.
Yep.
Nice.
So much fun. We've just been having a ton of fun playing couch co-op games this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Davis Dudley wants me to paint him a Castlevania box art.
I want one too.
That's what I'm saying. You have to stand in line because Scott's like, my Castlevania. That's a terrible take, Wes. Chrono Trigger for the SNES, Dragon Quest VIII for the PlayStation 2, Castlevania Symphony of the Night for PlayStation for favorite games. Hell yes.
You know what? I have not, like I just said, the NES or SNES. I don't have a lot of experience with, but me and you were talking about, we're doing because February is a no fun February, so instead of going out game hunting on Saturdays, we're going to do maybe like an RPG Saturday morning thing, because I really don't have a whole lot of experience when it comes to RPGs.
Yeah.
And Chrono Trigger was one of those ones we mentioned, but then there was also Secret of Mana was in the mix. And we ended up starting Dragon's Crown Pro.
Oh, yeah.
I freaking love it.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I think we want to play through it.
Yeah, we got to play through that one. It's good.
We have a
meal?
Gordon Ramsay type question in the chat. What's your favorite nostalgic meal that pairs well with a nostalgic game?
It's easy. It's one word. Pizza.
Right?
And turtles?
Yeah. Is there any other? It's like every game, actually. I feel like a lot. I didn't own a lot of consoles growing up. My parents would rent them from Blockbuster for like our birthday parties. And so a birthday party was pizza, 64 from Blockbuster, and 5 of your friends, which is not really cool because there's only 4 controllers and now there's 2 people that have to sit there and watch. But it's cool, whatever.
Gives you a chance to rotate out.
Yeah.
Breaks.
Yeah.
I do that here with couch co-op stuff there. We'll have like 3 of us over or 4 of us, and gives time for guys to sit down, have a drink or whatever, go for a smoke.
That's because we're
2 guys
now. But think about when you're like 10 years old.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Adults should get to be 10 years old for 1 weekend a month. No responsibilities, no kids. We should just get to do whatever we want to do.
That'd be crazy.
Right?
I'm going to play video games. I don't know what you're talking about.
We do that anyway.
It's going to change.
After 10 at night, I'm 10 years old is what it is. So I saw that 3D Doritos are back. Did you guys see the ad?
I've seen that at Walmart today. I almost picked one up.
I'm surprised you didn't. Hot take. I love Donkey Kong Country 1 to 3, but I feel like Donkey Kong Returns and Tropical Freeze are better. I really did enjoy Tropical Freeze.
Is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
They are pretty. But
Hyperstone Ice is better than
I thought so. She disagrees. Put her in her place, Captain. I need to go for
I liked Turtles in Time, but maybe it's because I played it first.
Super Nintendo fanboy.
I had a Super Nintendo. It was my first console that I had that was all mine. That wasn't my brother's. We didn't share it. He got a Sega. I got a SNES. We shared the Nintendo, but the SNES was mine. So.
Hey, Hollywood Polo, while Scott's gone, I just wanted to point out that his name is Scott, not Chris.
But, yeah. He can be Chris if he wants.
He can be Chris. while he's not here, I just thought I would. Anyway, but yeah, so I have my Donkey Kong shrine right here.
I thought maybe he thought your name was Chris and Scott didn't matter, so we made him.
It's possible. I get confused. People think I'm Chris Pratt sometimes.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely Andy Dwyer Chris Pratt, though, not Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt.
Hey, maybe that's your 2021 goal.
Is to get Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt? No.
Chris Pratt.
That's my, I don't know, 2025. Let's get it to 2025. How about that? My 2021 goal is to do 10 push-ups. How about that?
I could do 10 push-ups.
I can also do 10 push-ups. I was just being silly.
Scott, you shut up. He's laughing from the bathroom. He laughed at me. Tropical Freeze is awesome on the Switch. No Way Retro Wolf Donkey Kong Returns is easily the worst of the series.
I have actually not played either one of those because I don't have a Wii. And so I would like to try them out, but I have not had a chance to. I think Donkey Konga, though, is better than Donkey Kong Country Returns after watching people play DKC Returns. Have you ever played Donkey Konga? Wait, is it not? The Donkey Konga is the one where it's like the drums and you're doing like the beat-based music, but there's one where it's an actual Jungle Beats. Thank you. Yeah, that game is better than DKC Returns.
I haven't played either one, but we don't have the drums, but I've wanted to get them for some time.
I almost bought them a couple times, but
they're fun. If you do get them and you're playing Donkey Konga or Jungle Beats, you have to clap, right? You don't actually have to clap. Just hit the side of the drum. We found that out when we were working at because it came out when I was working at GameStop, so it was at the kiosk. And one day we hit the side and it recognized it.
Nice.
It registered. So I was like, all right, cool. We're not clapping anymore. And then you keep your hands on the drum. They don't have to
clapping.
Exactly. So
Death Smiles is amazing. If you like Ben, Akai Katana on the 360 will be right up your street. Death Smiles was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
We can agree to disagree, Kathy. Yes, the music is better in DKC1. Original Donkey Kong for me. David, have you played Eldritch Horror?
I don't even know what that is.
That's a board game.
Oh.
Yeah, I do believe.
That would explain why I haven't played it.
It's been on my radar.
Has it?
Yeah, because I'm a big
I basically just play what you tell me I have to play.
We're playing this. We are so far behind on the chat. Look at this ridiculous.
I can't keep up. We're going to have to jump into another game.
Yeah, let's just jump into another game. Speaking of renting
you are fantastic.
Renting consoles from Blockbuster. The first time we ever rented a 64, we got with it Cruisin' USA, Mario 64, and bam, Wave Race 64.
Oh yeah,
Wave Race is fun.
That's one of the few games I actually have because her brother gave it to me.
Yeah,
nice. It's so good. It's the water. Even now, even playing it now, the water animation looks really nice.
Yeah,
it's like wow, this is a really cool game. Plus, it's fantastic if you and your brother you want to race. It's
now. There's a version, there's a Wave Race on the GameCube. Is it the same one, just enhanced, or is it
it's a new game? Yeah, it's a totally different game. It's called Blue. It's Wave Race, like Blue Wave or something like that.
I want to say Blue Crush.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a movie. I don't even know if I've seen it.
I have that movie. I can go upstairs if you want to watch it real fast.
How long's the flight to wherever you're at?
Salt Lake, so I don't know, 8 hours probably. Not too bad.
Oh, I could sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah,
I could do that every night.
I wake up for Gamer Dad.
I was calling him Dad last time. Got to put my kids. Oh, your kids, yeah, to bed and get ready myself. One more day of 12-hour shift. Have a good night, everyone. You too. Thanks so much for watching and commenting. I probably missed some of your comments because I
missed a lot of them.
Dave, I'm so bad at Wave Racer 64. Any tips? Dave? You're Dave now. You've been
Dave now, I guess.
You've been Chris. You've been Dave, and now you're Peter.
So my real name is Peter. Yeah, let's go with that. No. The best way to play Wave Race 64 is to hold down A the whole time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I had to see what. Oh, Blue Storm. Thank you, Lords of All.
Storm.
Oh.
make sure that you're not press or holding backwards when you're turning, because it makes you turn sharper. So like if you're on the first couple races, you'll never need to use that. But once you get to the lake, what's it called? I can't even think of the level names right now. But when you're on the lake, you'll need to use it because the buoys are so close together. You have to use that sharp. So just make sure you're not pulling back on the stick until you get to that far. That will help. Yeah, water physics in that game are amazing. It's a 64 game. How are they so good? I don't know. It's great.
I know. That's crazy, eh? I just picked up a bunch of PS2 games with Blockbuster cases. I have proudly my collection.
Anything Blockbuster is like a piece of history now.
I know it is.
I just saw.
I'd love to get a Blockbuster. I want to get a Blockbuster T-shirt, to be honest with you. We got a friend there that makes shirts, or called his little company's called I Shirt Myself. I wonder if I don't know if he'll watch this or not, but I wonder if he'll make me a Blockbuster T-shirt.
That'd be so awesome.
That'd be awesome.
So, in my, I'm not stopping my Facebook Marketplace scrolling during this month, but I'm not buying anything. But I just saw a Super Nintendo copy of Empire Strikes Back that is in a Blockbuster case, and I was like, "Freaking Scott!" Now I can't.
Are you just dying a little bit inside?
I am avoiding everything. I actually took the eBay app, and I put it over in its own folder. I have to hide it from myself.
Nice.
I do. I have to.
It's like muscle memory.
Is like I'm not buying things every month, but now that I chose not
now that
to,
you can.
I'm like, oh, I want it. I want so much more.
I know. It was supposed to be like a.
It's a forbidden fruit situation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, right.
But I was supposed to have some self-control here this month, but I swear to God, it just made me want to buy games more.
Yeah, it really, really does. And I don't buy a lot of games. I'm always in it for the adventure of it. And I go check out when we're out in the wild.
She basically talks to everybody while I'm in
I do the woman thing, and I talk to the people, and then he picks up games.
Yep.
Yeah. But nice. I do pick up my fair share of games too.
You're getting more and more lately.
Yeah.
So my favorite character of choice in waivers, I have always gone with R.H. I don't know how to pronounce the last name on it, but it's the first guy, the blue and green guy. Unless I'm doing the trick attack, then I pick the girl with the ponytail. She tends to be lighter, I think, and so she gets more air. You can do do a double backflip sometimes. She's pretty cool. I have beaten the game with all 4 characters though, just to see if there was much of a difference. But there's not really that much of a difference, especially if you go in and customize because that's one of the first games I ever played where you can customize how your character moves, and so like the way that your character holds the handle, if they have a tight grip or a loose grip, if your engine is top end heavy, or if how your turning is, you can go in and customize each one for each character. So
that's really cool.
If you make it the same for everybody, then the gameplay is basically the same.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Davis Deadly just found his wife's keychain, his old keychain from Blockbuster tag on it.
Nice.
How many people still have a Blockbuster membership card?
Oh, I'm sure my parents do. I don't know where.
I dig in one of my wallets. I'm sure I have one.
David, you're David. Jen Scott, Scoot. Hollywood Polo, we love you. You're keeping this fun. Have you beaten the Empire Strikes Back on NES?
Never even played it.
No.
Played it. No.
Samesies.
I've actually beaten on Super Nintendo Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, but never Star Wars.
No.
Oh yeah.
Window shopping eBay is the best.
Oh, it's
the worst, man. Because then you're like, oh, I can get together $3,000 for this kiosk. I can do that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Splashdown is a nice alternative for PS2 owners. I've never played it.
Interesting. I never played it.
I think I have that.
No. And I add a lot of stuff on my watch list on eBay and wait and see what eBay sellers send me discount. Yes.
I do that too.
He does that.
And luckily, the first week, nobody has really sent me anything remarkable as far as discounts because you get it in your email, right? I can't avoid it at that point.
Yeah. You can't turn off that email.
No.
Unfortunately. Okay. I think I'm all caught up in the chat and we're ready for another game.
Okay. How many games has that been? 1, 2, 3.
I don't even care.
I don't know.
We're just
this is the whole thing about Get to Know Gamer is like I put that question out there, your 10 games, but nobody ever brings 10 games. Well, sometimes
they bring like 15 or like 7.
It's more sit around and chat up and let's just have fun and talk and have a few drinks and let's just talk about games or stuff that we love. Right?
So I want to answer the Kiwi Man's question here. Which mobile game is the best mobile game of all time, and why is it Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? I'll tell you why it's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The art in that game is so good. I mean,
I've never played it.
I feel like sometimes things just be like 2% bluer, and it would just be like the best art ever. That's an inside joke. You guys, I'll tell you that story later on.
Okay. I can't wait to hear it.
You
know what? I used to play a lot on
an actual art critique that George Lucas gave on that game.
Oh, okay. I used to play a lot of like, I don't know how you'd even describe it. Kind of like horror-based games, but they're like puzzle solving. That was my jam on a mobile game.
Nice.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what you would.
Well, puzzle games. I'm just gonna slide this up into the screen. Focus. There we go.
Oh, Wario Woods.
Wario's Woods on Super Nintendo.
Picking up the Grid is still in here. I know one of their videos they didn't care too much for that game. I haven't actually played it. Is it?
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So the point of this, right, was pick out games that represent you as a gamer, right? So I enjoy puzzle games a lot. But when this game is more of this like reverse Tetris, I don't know. It's really interesting. It's like I guess it's more like Bejeweled, but at the same time not. I don't know. It's just a really fun blowing things up with little bombs, and you get to be Toad, and you get to beat Wario and all of his weird minions. It's just a fun little puzzle game. But I beat it for the first time in my life last year, and it took me a long time to finally get to where I had time to beat it. But it's an awesome game.
Sometimes you just need that change of pace to have like a puzzle game that's just like, a fun sit down, relax, play the game. Maybe it's not totally 100% relaxing, but compared to like a survival horror,
no, it's definitely more relaxing than survival horror.
It's more relaxing. Yeah, I love that. I love to change it up. Because I find if I play the same kind of game all the time, it gets a little flat.
You get burned out on it.
Mm-hmm. I did not play Final Fantasy Tactics.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of experience with RPGs in general. So,
do the Tactics all the time. If they have best offer, always make them an offer
for eBay stuff.
Yes, definitely. Flappy Bird for mobile.
Did you know that the guy that made that received death threats from people?
Really?
Like, which is he took it off. That's one of the reasons he took it off of the store. Is why you can't have it.
Holy smokes!
$50 million on it or something, and then he's like, "I'm done. I'm done getting harassed."
What? Yeah. What?
Can you imagine? My son was a big Angry Birds fan. I say my son like he's only mine. He's half.
No, it's her son.
Mobile game Simpsons tapped out. I've never played that either.
Oh, I did. Oh, that's addictive. Yep.
There's a lot of really addicting games on mobile.
At least I told you to bring 10 games. I forgot to mention that for my episode.
I blame her.
It's
her fault.
You were our beta test for that because clearly I was like, oh, people know what they're doing. And I didn't even say anything. And I swear, when you got on backstage with us before we went live, that's when I told Captain Algebra what he needed to do. He
literally had 30 seconds to run around his room and grab 10 games or something. It was just I'm like, really? You
Pulled
didn't tell him?
off like a champ, like the captain he is. You didn't even know. That's what happened to Captain Algebra.
Yeah.
So we learned from that, Captain Algebra, and we've gotten better. If you like Final Fantasy Tactics PS1, look up the PSP version. They cleaned it up a lot. The bugs, added more classes, and much more to it.
I think
the PSP needs more love in general. I think it was a good
I agree. PSP is really awesome. I have like a Hannah Montana lilac, purplish pink version. I don't play it enough.
No, you don't.
No. You should try Deathmark. Deathmark was really cool. We played.
You didn't like it that much. I liked it.
I
want to finish it, but
I didn't like having to read all the text.
Yeah.
That's what killed me. But when we were playing outside of the text, when you had to search through things, I was fine with that.
There was a lot of monologue there. You had to read.
There was. Yeah. It lost me a bit. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of the best games of all time. Speaking of mobile games, a good tactic game is War of the Visions. FFBE.
I don't know what that one is.
No, I don't know either.
There's so many mobile games, so many games in general. Like, it's like for anybody to claim that they've played everything, they're crazy. They're like, I have a backlog of games a mile long.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Like, I don't know how long it would take us to play them all. Advance Wars is an amazing tactics, GBA and DS game. It's a shame it's a forgotten franchise that started on the NES. I forgot about it because I didn't even know.
I've only seen it on GBA, Advance Wars, and it's just only because I worked at GameStop and people would trade it in a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you guys played Ultimate Custom Night on Steam? Good jump scare in that game.
I don't play on Steam at all.
Our son does, though, and
that wouldn't be something he would play.
I would be inclined to check it out if it was a good jump scare game because I like that.
Yeah.
The peeps making the PS2 themed PS5 got death threats too, so they pulled the plug. Wow.
I heard that.
What's the point? People are crazy.
What the hell is wrong with the world here lately?
Really, though. And Captain Algebra was honored to be the guinea pig. We were honored to have you be the guinea pig too.
Captain, maybe we can have you on again later on down the road.
And we won't let you know what's going to happen, and we'll just do it. Hannah Montana PSP console is a rare sought after in the collector's market. I got it for like
a pretty good price on it.
Pretty good price. Yep. Yeah. I'm awesome. Hola, friend.
Yes, what's up, man?
That's our Spanish friend, Mr. Case. Hola. Hey,
I said holla. I'm just kidding.
Holla. Jen, it's all the characters from the Five Nights at Freddy's. My nephew loves that game. Oh, yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's. I heard about that so much with the daycare kids. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they all love it.
But you know what is a good thing? I don't know. We'll do this one. SimCity on the Super Nintendo. Did you guys ever play this game?
No. I have the absolute. I've seen that game everywhere, and I look at it, and I'm like, I don't care. So sell me on it.
So the only way to play this game is with the unlimited money cheat, and that's why it's a very relaxing game. Like going back how you were talking about, not every game needs to be a survival horror, and sometimes you just need a change of pace.
Yes.
So you play the first year on SimCity, not like real life year, but their timeline. And then at the end of that year, you're supposed to use all your money, and then you can put in this cheat to get all the money in the world. And from there, you can just build your own city and watch it grow. And it's very relaxing. The music is so good. And it changes when you start out as a village and then become a city and then a metropolitan and state capital and so forth. But every time you change level of a city, you get new music, as well as it's really the most simplistic version of a SimCity game. And so everything is really easy to handle, and you can, create your own. If you want to do like an art type city, there's people that have made like a Mario picture using the and stuff like that. So it's just a really relaxing game. It's so relaxing that one time I fell asleep playing it, and when I woke up, It was like 8 hours later, and I had grown. My city had grown from like 1,000 people to 50,000 people. But that's it. You can just walk away and have dinner, and it plays itself. It's the first idle game. Like mobile games are all about idle stuff now.
Yeah.
And now that's like the first game I ever had that was basically ran itself. It was really cool.
That's cool.
Nice. The game is so hard, Jen. You have to play. Civ 5 is amazing.
Civilization games are so hard to me.
Oh, yes.
Because I only play like with these cheats that give me all the money in the world. I don't actually try to play SimCity. I'm not here to simulate a real city. I'm not a city planner, which also I think that all city planners should play SimCity before they get a job. That should be part of the application process.
So you want to live a real life. Here's a game. You play this first.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord. There's a Nicolas Cage movie coming out called Willy's Wonderland, which was originally a Five Nights at Freddy's. The movie script, check it out.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Movies have not been the greatest lately.
He's, yeah.
Pretty low budget.
I have not watched any of them yet.
Hollywood Polo, we love you. Jen, Scoot.
Just one out.
Scoot. David, Peter, what did you think of the latest WandaVision?
Honestly, she canceled my friggin' my Disney thing.
You weren't watching.
I wasn't watching it. Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't been watching.
Yeah, I'm still catching up on The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's always the way.
I do like Star Wars, as you can see from my wife's handmade wood burning that she made for me. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll bring it closer just for fun.
I think you should.
This is a very precariously balanced.
Uh-oh.
It's like a spice rack that I use for my 64 games instead. But so my wife did this wood burning for me. So obviously,
that is awesome.
That's cool.
Very nice Vader, and then she's got some TIE fighters and X-wing battle, and then Tatooine 2 suns setting at the bottom there.
Oh, that's so
cool. On there. So yeah. Whew.
Do you know what? It's stuff like that in the game room that you can't get anywhere else. That
personalizes.
It's personalized to you.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody else has that.
Stuff. Exactly. I love that sort of stuff.
Bam! Look how pretty that is now.
I agree. The new Five Nights game looks sick.
Are they all the same? I never played them because I'm not a horror fan.
I've never played them either.
Good evening. I see Scott has a smaller drinking glass.
Because you were drinking for 2 last time, right? So you had the boots.
Yeah, I had to.
You're almost done that one. You could get a new one.
I'm gonna need another refill.
I used to do money cheats in Zoo Tycoon to make amazing zoos that people would flood into. Then I'd wall up the doors and let the animals.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Hey!
There you go. Getting closer.
Have you seen the sitcom Dinosaurs from ABC? It's so good.
From the 90s?
I haven't. Now, does it hold up? Because that was like,
I don't think
it holds up. I remember watching it as a kid and being like, "This show's so cool," and then it was on Netflix for a while. And I showed my wife who had never seen it, and she was like, "This show's terrible. Why would you show me?"
See, I don't know if it's ever been on the Canadian Netflix.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. I
don't think it has been.
You got to get NordVPN. By the way, this stream is sponsored by NordVPN. I'm just kidding.
Do we have a jingle?
No. Do you guys not get a lot of videos that have NordVPN as their sponsor?
No.
Wow, you're lucky. You must get Raid Shadow Legends a lot.
I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, are your commercials in Canada different?
Probably.
They're just about maple syrup and
lots of beer and hockey.
And poutine.
I've had that before. It's very good.
It's amazing. Fernie67 wants you to know that the Star Wars thing is very nice. And same thing with Mitch. He thinks it's awesome.
I'll tell my wife if she's still watching.
And this is Alex, and why are you still up? No, wait, it's only 11. It's fine. It's not quite 11. Dinosaurs, not the mama. Not the mama. You're right. No, it's a third-person action game now, Five Nights.
Interesting.
Yeah. I also made the perler duck too.
This.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to put my zapper up because I don't have a CRT TV right now. So I was like, well, I want to display it at least.
Yeah,
and then there was this big empty spot here, and I was like, let's put a perler duck up there so it gets shot.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. She's the best.
Thank you, Alex.
All I see is NordVPN. Alex, is this like on Steam?
No, so it's just a company who wants you to buy their virtual network. What is it? Virtual protection network? Is that what?
Okay.
But the idea is that you can like sign in and say like make it look like your IP address is in England, so you can watch Community on Netflix because it's available there, but not in the US. Or
there was something we had way back that we could change our IP address there, and then Netflix got wise to it and switched it all out because we'd hop back and forth there from US Netflix to Canada.
Yeah. Captain's a maniac. He used to crash the roller coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Nice.
So my story with Roller Coaster Tycoon is that I told my parents I wanted Roller Coaster Tycoon, and my parents are very much like, oh, we'll get whatever the cheapest thing is. So Walmart had this. It was like a DOS game almost that would like build roller coasters, and that's all it was. There was none of the rest of the Tycoon stuff. And so we had that, and we would build the roller coaster, and then you could ride it, but then you could also ride it halfway through. So there's like a first-person view of half a roller coaster, and, and stuff. I don't remember what the game was called. It was just like Roller Coaster Maker, probably, but it was as close as I got to any Tycoon games as a kid.
It was like, this roller coaster is okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the name of the game. Oh, that's awesome. Best war movie of all time.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan was awesome.
Best war movie.
I remember the first time I seen Saving Private Ryan in theater. It shocked me.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Oh, I'm going to do a little bit of a stranger. It's not as much war, but it's the effects of war. It's called The Deer Hunter from I think 76 is when it came out. It's got like Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, and
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
We watched it in a film class that I was in, and it was such an impactful film. Like after every other movie except for that one, we'd hang out and talk like, oh, that movie was good, blah, blah, blah. At the end of that movie, everyone picked up their things and silently walked out and did not say a word to each other.
Wow.
It's like so heavy. It's very
The Deer Hunter?
It's called The Deer Hunter.
I have to watch it now. I love when you can get a different feel from a movie that you've never had before, where you're like, okay. It's the same thing with a game too. If you can finish a game and go, whew, we need some space right now. That's a fantastic game.
With Origami, I just finished that. It's a very simple story. I knew what was going to happen, but at the end of it, I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a second, sit here, and just relax.
Yeah. And sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
NordVPN nightmare. He's our kid's a PC guy.
Nice.
Yeah, ask us how we feel about that he got an Xbox Series X for Christmas and doesn't even turn the damn thing on. Money well spent. My CRT is in storage just 15 yards away, but I can't. They're right. They're the heaviest things of life.
Oh my God. Try moving. What do we have? A 37-inch?
37-inch
1 metric
JVC.
ton.
Oh, wow.
Try to move that down a flight of stairs with your 115-pound wife.
I'm so strong.
My God.
Will you be watching the new Godzilla series coming to Netflix?
I don't have Netflix, so.
Oh, no. Oh, I'll be on that.
Amazon Prime and Disney Plus here.
Now, what was that? There was a Godzilla
Ryan,
animated thing there that was a few years ago, and I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 parts. That was awesome. I don't remember what it was called, though.
Did you guys watch the Castlevania series that was on Netflix?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
So good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get kicked out of the room when there's like
when it's guys.
An animated
it's
series.
A guys' night.
I get kicked out of the room. I'm like, Mom, when are you leaving?
Me and the boy.
Like, okay, sorry. Inglourious Bastards.
I've never watched the whole thing.
Never watched it.
I've also
seen parts of it.
When I got tired of my Sim City town and wanted to start over again, I built up casinos and then cut.
I'm gonna go refill my glass because you're way behind on that.
You can fill mine.
What?
Favorite arcade game? Our son wants to know.
Simpsons Arcade.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a fun game. That's one I always played.
I didn't hear.
Simpsons Arcade.
That is fun.
That's a fun one for sure.
I've been playing a bunch of stuff I didn't play when I was a kid on my Pandora's box.
Oh, I want to get one of those.
There's a Predator one there. I can't remember what it's called, but that's fun too.
Yeah,
beat 'em up. That's fun.
There's a lot of arcade games out there too.
Some shooters that are really fun.
Pixel Game Squad wants us to know. Let me say it properly, dude. Deer Hunter is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Many A's and U's.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Also, if you are like the type of person that's like, I will never cry in a movie, you're gonna cry watching that movie. Just a heads up. It's
really
very heavy. I would like to. You're gonna do it, Scott. It's gonna get you.
Never. Unless they're like killing baby puppies or something. There's no fucking way.
That's what would get him.
That's the only thing.
And then the Sarah McLachlan commercial plays.
In the arms of an angel. Yes, every time. Do you know what? I think I maybe was missing the woman gene that makes you cry because I'm not a big crier during movies either. I think I gave it all to my brother because he's like, I cry over every movie, every time, all the time. I'm like, okay, well, I think I've fully converted into a Burns.
Does
Forrest Gump count? Well, I mean, ish. Forrest Gump, war movie? Kind of. I do love
more of the story of him.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, that is a stretch.
And not so much the like with Saving Private
That
Ryan.
is a good friggin' movie though.
But with Deer Hunter, it's the effects of war. These things are like based around the war itself, whereas Forrest Gump just goes to war.
Yes, that's true. But I'm gonna watch that Deer Hunter movie 100%. Wonder Woman is the best war movie. She flies through Nazis and does cool moves. I don't know if you necessarily call that a war movie either. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Shaving Ryan's privates. That's my favorite. Deer Hunter is a classic. My son is up there stringing together letters that mean things that he shouldn't even be thinking. Don't forget about Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, fantastic. Yeah.
Casualties of War with Michael J. Fox. Apocalypse Now, Redux, great movie. Also, the behind the scenes of the creation was just as wild. Castlevania on Netflix is epic. I have not watched it. I'm gonna have to watch all of these. Look how far behind we are. Castlevania, X-Men.
X-Men is a war movie. You know what? An interesting thing about Apocalypse Now is. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking the wrong movie. I was thinking Taxi Driver. Have you ever seen Taxi Driver? It's also an effect. Someone who comes back from war and the effects it has on them. But it's got.
I've seen it.
It's Robert De Niro as well. Yeah, and he got super.
He just can't do any wrong.
No, I'm getting so many movies put together. Well, okay, he is in Taxi Driver, but no, Apocalypse Now is the Sheen dude, not Charlie Sheen, but the other guy.
Oh,
Martin Sheen.
Yes.
Right? I hope the chat's going to tell me. But there's a scene where he destroys a hotel room, and he really did that. He got super drunk and just really destroyed it, and then punched him.
I would never do that.
Yes, you did.
Some weird stuff.
Have you guys ever played Super Baseball, Man? Is that what it's called? I think it is. Denver Gamer, they're kind of turned me on to that. It's fun. It's a fun beat 'em up. But I think I don't know if it's called The Punisher, but The Punisher on the arcade is really fun. Beat 'em up.
Nice.
You can either be the Punisher or you can be Nick Fury. It's a beat 'em up.
Dear Zach.
Huey Man. Dear Zachary, messed me up more than any movie I've ever watched. It's a documentary made from the unborn son of his murdered father, and I won't say more. You have me intrigued.
Heavy.
Ooh.
Is it Dave? Is his name Dave? So
His name's Dave. Kiwi Man.
Dave.
That's my brother.
Nice.
I cry on a lot of things, so I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one.
Dear Zachary. Okay, it's going in the memory vault.
She'll forget.
No, I'm not. Okay. We have this. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Mortal Kombat.
Misplaying MK, waiting for a pizza at Little Caesars.
Mortal Kombat
good.
and Street Fighter were probably two of the games I played the most in arcade.
Yeah.
Whether I'd say they were the
I
best ones.
place in high school too, and we had a Police Academy game.
Oh yeah.
So,
Nice.
movie Police Academy, but it was like a light gun game called Police Academy, and I played that all the time on my breaks. Wasted so many quarters because they didn't own the arcade stuff. Someone else owned that and put it in there. So,
Rock and Ray saying Full Metal Jacket. Anyone?
Oh, that's a messed up movie too.
I haven't seen it because I've heard it's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Messed up.
It's messed up.
Yeah. And then we have a few people piecing out.
See you, Davis. Reach out on Twitter. I'll get you a song.
Yes. Peace, everyone. Fantastic stream, Lightsaber Samurai. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Samurai.
Jen, check out Helsing Ultimate on Hulu. It's really awesome.
Really?
Nice. Scott's going to put that in his memory bank. Peter, what's your favorite Zelda game?
Wind Waker.
I know why you said that. Really? Is that it?
No. My favorite's Ocarina of Time right here.
Is it?
Oh, is that on the list?
It's not on the list though.
Really? I think
my wife is more of a Zelda fan than I am, and her favorite is the original on NES, and she will blow through that game. And when we got married, she's all like, "I don't play games very much." And then I got her The Legend of Zelda for NES, and then she's like, "Oh, let me show you all the secrets." And I was like, "What do you mean you don't play games? You know all the secrets? I don't know anything." But yeah, so
I love you so much more now.
Yeah, right. So I'm more the Mario part of our family, and she's the Zelda part of our family.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Ocarina of Time is the one I played the most for sure. Exactly. So speaking of games, I'm just going to jump into this big pile here.
Do another one.
Yeah.
It will be 6 a.m. before we're done.
So
this guy named Neither Me in your chat is the best.
This is my stack of Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, because this is probably my favorite series of all time.
Really?
I goes back and forth between that and Donkey Kong. But
Peter, you prompted my question on Twitter because we were.
Did you see this?
No, what was it?
And I should have tagged you.
Jen did something.
But I assume somebody else.
Never have I ever.
Have you
never played Tony Hawk?
I've never played any Tony Hawk.
Well, I have a stack. I'll bring it with me on the flight.
There you go.
Multiple consoles here. I got 64, PlayStation 1, PS2, Xbox, and Xbox One. You know what I don't have is the 360 era of Tony Hawk games, because I was
for shame.
I was no, because I went and I served a mission for our church during that time for 2 years, and so I missed out on those because like during that time I'm not supposed to like play games or watch movies and stuff, and so they had already kind of passed that point when I came back. Proving Grounds was out, and I was like, this game's horrible, I'm not gonna buy this. There's my mod wrench again. I lose my mod ship on cap streams about once a year, I feel like.
That's awesome. Link to the Past, hands down.
Me
from
too.
Andy DeHaan.
Me too. Yeah.
And Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past, the two all best.
Mm-hmm.
The people in this chat are awesome. Platoon, thanks. Zomatic.
I forgot about Platoon.
Yep, Platoon is awesome. Scott, I love your t-shirt tonight.
It's a Walmart special.
It's a Walmart special.
X-Men.
There's no cool places to get t-shirts. Oh man, Platoon, yes, that movie was great.
That was cool. Yeah.
That was a cool movie.
So Jen, why have you not played Tony Hawk at all? It's a huge franchise. This is the largest stack.
You know what? I'll be honest with you.
Where do I start? Which one?
Tony Hawk 2. Actually, you know what? Just get it's out now. You know, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. That's where you should start because.
But in March, right?
In March.
In March, yeah. But what they did with that game is they took the controls from the later games and then applied them to the first game's levels, and so it's a lot smoother experience. If you were going to start retro, I'd start at 2, just because it's a really solid game. It's definitely better than 1. They added they added the manual mechanic. Which, are you familiar with skateboarding at all? Before I start saying all this stuff about skateboarding.
You say it and I'll just do my like shred. And remember we said I'll just say words like shred and ollie.
Oh yeah, I think I did respond to your Twitter poll. I feel like this is a thing we talked about already.
You inspired my tweet.
So
you said I'll just pick all skateboarding games. I'm like,
that's right. So this is a manual where you just like ride on 2 wheels, and that is the first time that you could combine large combos together because you could do a grind, do a manual, then hit another grind, or you can do an air trick or something like that, and then land in a manual, and then you can continue your tricks, your combo for a long time, and that's when Tony Hawk became this.
You could manually grind.
You could manually grind, yeah. So yeah, I thought I would just bust out my fingerboard, and so I can show you how a manual works.
I've committed myself this year because last year I did gamer education where people gave me 3 picks and I played one of them.
Nice.
I had a tendency to pick games that I would be.
She was all PS4.
I would enjoy. This year I'm trying to step out my comfort zone a little bit and pick games that I wouldn't necessarily pick. So when I come down in the game room and I look around and I'm like, oh shit, what am I going to play? Sometimes I get a little bit lost.
All day, okay.
I don't even have it. Don't have it.
I'm going to get one.
I only have
because
on
you
360.
just never know.
I am actually not a Tony Hawk fan.
That's cool.
The games don't interest me at all.
But you haven't played them either.
The only one I've actually played is the one on the 360. So.
Was it Project 8?
Could be. I can't remember. I didn't put more than an hour into it.
Rocking Ray is in the same boat.
That's cool, because you guys have this chance to experience it later on.
That's true.
But I also grew up in San Diego, California. Well, I lived there until I was 13. So skate culture, surf culture is very much a part of who I am. And so when there was a skateboarding game that was not just a downhill racer anymore, because there was like Street Skater before this, and that's like the main arcade one. But then when this came out and we could do the tricks that we could do in real life, it was like a huge game changer.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of like if you're Canadian.
I'm going to ask you
have
something, and let's see if anybody in the chat knows. But I watched a skateboarding movie way back in the 80s. I thought it was cool back then, but I cannot remember the name of it. Does anybody know what it is?
It's called Gleaming the Cube.
It is. Oh! That's exactly what it is. Yes.
We knew we liked you.
Yeah, I know that movie. Yeah,
where the hell do you find that movie now?
Dude, you can buy the Australian version on DVD, and I don't know if it'll play in North American DVD players though. But to get the actual North American version, it's like $200 if you find it. Yeah, and it's because it has Tony Hawk in it as a kid, and so everyone's like, "Oh, Tony Hawk, I gotta get this." But that's why we rented it from Blockbuster, because we saw Tony Hawk on the cover, and we're like, "Oh man, we know who that is." And so
I didn't even realize he was in the movie.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie. What was it called back then? Like it was on the movie network or whatever it was there.
Maybe
I can't remember what it was called, but we had a channel that was just movies.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And that's where I seen it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
it's all about saving people from the mafia, while skateboarding. So,
who doesn't love that?
Yeah, exactly.
Look, Scott.
Yeah.
Don't, David. You're back to David. What's your favorite character in Captain America and the Avengers?
Captain America? I don't know. Who was in it? I haven't played it.
I've not played enough of it to actually have a favorite, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to cut you guys off because I just saw in the chat, if you go very far down, You can watch Gleaming the Cube right now on YouTube. So if you'd like to watch it,
I will watch
on American YouTube. Or sorry, never mind. I went Netflix.
I was like, wait, do you guys have different YouTube?
She's so pretty.
Thank you, babe. Our son is asking favorite console, PC, arcade cab. Alex, we don't even own well, kind of.
So favorite console, Super Nintendo. Favorite PC is my current one, I guess.
This is a tough question, and I used to ask people because a couple of times we've run into people while we're out game hunting in the city here, and they would recognize us from YouTube. Oh, it's only happened a couple times. I'm like, well, I'm going to start this. What's your favorite game console? And then when I start that, I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I could pick one.
Yeah.
I could pick one.
She could pick one easily. I would have a lot harder time.
I love our PS4. Holy shit, do I love it.
And it's a great console.
And I think even true like hardcore retro gamers would say they love their NES, their SNES, but my God, does PS4 rival that just a little bit? Like PS4.
PlayStation has some really cool exclusives now. I mean,
it did.
It's a lot of like cinematic gaming though at this time. So
we have a PS5 and barely turn it on because we're still using our PS4 Pro.
Because there's only 5 games for the PS5.
That's true.
I'm saving my hard drive space.
Yeah.
Because you can only fit 5 games on the hard drive.
Oh, no.
Yeah, really. I don't know, like myself, it would be hard to pick a fucking favorite console.
There's tons of skating in Jersey. What are you talking about, Rock and Ray?
He's just not hanging out at those cool places. Hey, Ray, I don't give a thumb.
I don't give a thumb.
Thumb's a fantastic streamer if you guys haven't checked out his channel at all.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to check it out for sure. I don't give a thumb. I think I could remember that.
Godzilla movie. 90s.
Oh, none of them?
Yeah, Jen doesn't like Godzilla movies. I will watch them all at least once.
Yes, you will.
But I can't really, they're not really memorable, to be quite honest with you.
I started my gaming from Skate or Die 2 on NES. There's a cameo of Rodney Dangerfield.
No.
Oh, really?
I love Rodney Dangerfield.
He's hilarious.
That game's like $12 right now, too. It's pretty inexpensive. You can pick it up.
What was it called again?
Skate or Die 2. It's a better Skate or Die game as well.
Okay.
For Chris Pico.
I played my PlayStation 4 now that I have external hard drives for it. Yeah, there's not a lot of space on there.
We have a Pro. I still have to delete stuff off.
Yeah,
Every time I go to play a game now, I have to delete.
My top 3 consoles are SNES, PS4, and Genesis. And I knew you were going to say PS4 in there because I remember you talking about that you really had a love for it. And it's amazing.
Oh, if I had to pick 3, Cap, holy smokes. I'd have to put the NES in there. The PS4 has to be in there because I honestly think the PS4 may be one of the best consoles of all time so far. After that, if it wasn't,
I love the SNES too. I'm with you on that one.
Damn, it's hard.
Mr. Coffee wants to know what would be your favorite console generation? 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit,
etc.
I've kind of missed out on the 32-bit a little bit.
Yeah.
So if I really had to pick one, I think it would be the 8-bit. Just because the NES.
Yeah.
If we're doing like cartridge based, obviously I was gonna stick with Super Nintendo, so 16-bit era. Yeah. But I think some of my favorite games have come from the last part of the OG Xbox PS2, early 360 PS3 era. Like that little transition period.
The 360, if they didn't have the hardware issues that they had at the first, it was a great console.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was so bitter for a few years about the whole Red Ring.
Yeah.
I had to fix so many damn Xbox 360s for myself and for friends and stuff that And when you tear it apart, it's a cheap ass console there. So.
Yeah, I took mine apart because it had a red ring, and I was like, I'm gonna find a way to fix this.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I fixed that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I think it was more like, hey, just clean this out and you'll be okay. It got too dusty.
I had to do a reflow. I had to it's a lot of manual labor, and if you have the equipment to do it, then it wouldn't cost much to actually fix it. And I have 3 consoles in the house that I've actually fixed that are still running, that have been running after the red ring for probably over 5 years, and they're still running.
Right.
So
After I followed whatever tutorial I followed, I got an Elite Xbox 360 Elite, so I gave my Gen 1 to my parents, and they're still
nice.
So it's been
awesome
4 or 5 years since then they have that.
You should probably tear that apart and put new thermal paste in there on the heatsink. You probably do.
I'll bring it with me on my flight to Canada. Have you help me out with that?
There you go. Nintendo Switch, so many great games for it. Yes, it's a super NES of this generation as far as awesome gaming content and retro content. Yes, I really love.
What makes the Switch as good as it is because they've gone back in their library so far back, and they brought all these games ahead.
I agree.
For this new generation. Other than that, I cannot play it handheld. I fucking hate it handheld. I have to play it docked on the screen.
I don't mind it handheld. I actually prefer it handheld, but
yeah, exactly, right, Scott?
yeah, exactly. Those buttons are too damn small for me. So
I would probably even enjoy the Switch Lite. Alex has the Switch Lite.
Same size buttons.
Yeah.
I struggle on the Vita a little bit there because it's so small too. So
I don't like the Vita because the backside touch a bit sensory.
Oh,
yeah.
So mad.
I know what you mean. So that can be a pain in the ass.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Bob.
Oh, isn't it Rob? Is his name? Right?
Sorry, Rob. It's 3 a.m. The time has caught up with me. Thanks for a very entertaining couple of hours, and hope to catch up in the next one. Bye, Scott, Jen, Scott, David.
That's our cue for another game. How far are we through the list of games?
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm sitting in my game collection. I think we've done like 8 or 9. So we'll pick up. We'll do. Oh, freak.
People are giving up on us.
Since Alex is here, we're going to jump into some Pokemon. Pokemon.
There you go, Alex.
There you go.
Most nostalgia for Pokemon. You should be all over that like white on rice.
Is that your favorite Pokemon game?
It actually is.
Is it?
Because it's just so different and relaxing. It's just and because I have so much nostalgia of when it came out and going to Blockbuster and seeing the kiosk and being like, what is this? And then we would take pictures and then print them out and have stickers. That was like the coolest thing that you could do.
Yeah.
So if I ever get a console kiosk, I want to get a Pokemon Snap kiosk and I want to get an original Xbox kiosk. Those are the 2 that I would like to get for display.
If I
just have to jump in here for a second.
The
Sorry, not David, Peter. Nice. Oh, Lord. You know what? I'm going to call you like Peter David from now on. You're going to be like a country singer from the Midwest. 2 first names.
Yeah,
Peter
2
David.
first names. Yeah.
That's how country singers do it, I think.
So, Scott, if you had to pick up a kiosk, what would you get?
Oh, I have a big love for the original Xbox right now. And I have a theme planned out for my bar area.
Oh, yeah.
Original Xbox. So, yeah, I think I would be leaning towards the original Xbox.
It's a good kiosk, though, too. Like, it's a good size. It's not too big. Even though the console's huge, right?
I know. They never did a slim. We watched Gaming Off the Grid's Xbox
2021
video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they never did a slim version of the Xbox original. Why?
It's sales. It's basically, in my opinion, it's sales. They didn't have the sales enough behind it there to justify having another version of it come out. They were like, no, we're going in. It's going to be the next generation. It's going to be the 360. So.
Shane said the location of the power hold button on the PSP drives me nuts. Can't tell you how many times I've played Mega Man powered up and accidentally tripped the power.
I've done that.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the size of my hands. I don't know what it is. Oh, it will just make you rage quit.
Anything can make you rage quit.
Yes. But to be playing a game and then you turn the power off.
Then it's off.
Holy F.
And you didn't save.
Yes. Yeah.
The Nintendo Switch portable mode is amazing. Some really great indie games on the Switch as well. Very, very true.
Yeah.
I have a PS1 kiosk. Pretty sweet. Ooh. If I had to swap it for anything, maybe Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah. That would be. Yeah.
That would be.
I don't know. I think it's
can't even picture Dreamcast kiosk.
The Super Nintendo kiosk is a very nice one too because it's like a tabletop one. It's very small and it has a very nice Super Nintendo light above it, and everything's just very compact. That's another one that would be a good one to pick up too. But again, it's like $2,000, so people hold on to those. I kid you not.
Yeah,
we were talking with somebody about our game room tour, and they said in the UK. You're lucky to have like an 8x10 room to put your game collection
in. It's their loft. I say it would be our attic.
Yeah.
That's what they...
Just because, it's a smaller build space. You don't get as much square footage as
I don't think they have basements over there.
Yeah.
Not like we do here in Canada
might be.
or the US.
We're very fortunate in New Brunswick. You can get a bigger...
Very high.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. You can get a bigger house in New Brunswick for a good... a fairly decent amount of money that you're not feeling house poor.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, if we move into a condo situation where we don't have a basement or something, my game room will be my living room. I don't even care.
I'm all down for that.
I'm all down for that.
I have proof now.
It's on YouTube.
It's on
I would rather that to a living room I'm never going to use for company that just kind of sits idle. Like, don't touch that furniture.
Oh,
it's pristine. Yeah. I don't understand
I assume that you probably seen our game room tour. My game room is built around being able to have friends over.
Yeah.
Seating, the bar area. I brew my own beer, so when my friends come over, they drink for free. It's just a full entertainment area.
Jen, Scott, Peter, are you getting Switch Pro if it launches in 2021?
I have to.
If the Switch Pro launches, I'll get an original Switch because then they'll be cheaper.
There you go.
Because I still don't have one. I do want to get a Switch because of Pokemon Snap 2 coming out. So
we only got one last year.
Yeah, we got one last year.
Yeah.
I really don't know. What benefits are there to the Pro compared
longer
to
battery life, which doesn't do anything for you, right? Because it's near.
I use it as a console. I use it as a console.
Yeah.
So
disagree, Thumb, but I don't like Breath of the Wild.
You know what? I don't mind Breath of the Wild, but I did not finish it, and I keep meaning to go back to it, but it doesn't really draw me in. I kind of felt like it's a little drawn out.
Do you think it's not a Zelda game? I heard a lot of people say they don't consider it a Zelda game. It's more of a Elder Scrolls game. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Transition.
I like that.
For you. Yeah, I can see that. Like, it was cool. The concept of it is kind of open world ish there, but it was like it's just drawn out. It was too long. I don't know. It's not my style of game, I guess. I love Link to the Past. That would be my Zelda game to pick. I did play Breath of the Wild for, I don't know, maybe 6 hours or something there, but I never finished it.
Have you seen the video of the guy? I don't know the guy who did it, but he did a demake, is what he called it, of Breath of the Wild for Game Boy. It's very much just like an animation that he made, but it's like what if Breath of the Wild was on Game Boy Color. That's pretty cool.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Check that out.
That's pretty cool.
Just throwing that out there.
Nice. Captain Algebra says, I would love for my game room to be in the living room, but the kids are too small right now. My wife would never go for it. And you know what? I wouldn't have 3-4 years ago, but the enjoyment we have as a couple, gaming together.
It's our hobby together.
Yeah.
It's our fun time. You know, we work hard, and she's got 2 jobs, plus she does all the editing for YouTube, our videos and everything. So she's got 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So when we have our fun time, we come down here in our game room, and it's our fun time.
Yeah, we just shut everything.
Get away
else
from the world.
off.
Just have fun. You know, kind of decompress. It's great. And then we do go game hunting. That's a whole different thing again.
Not all of our consoles, babe. Remember, I bought the 64 and I bought the Xbox just now. But again, as I said earlier, all the money that I use for purchasing consoles comes from writing songs for people's YouTube channels or selling other games.
It's not money out of pocket.
Exactly. It's not real money, right?
Yeah.
That is an awesome way to do it. If you can do it that way, oh my God.
That's why a lot of people, they buy and sell, like they flip, reflip games and collections and stuff to add to theirs.
Thumb, I'm about to go with the in-credit music from Portal, the first Portal. Still alive.
No, never played through
it. Oh, that's a spoiler then. The name of the song.
What?
Or Motivation to go
Or Motivation, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex and I played a little bit of Portal
2.
Portal 2. Mm-hmm. He took it over and then passed it to me halfway through and was like,
you didn't know where you were at.
I didn't know what I was doing at that
What's
point.
wrong with you?
Yeah, Portal games are very much like every level builds on the one before. And so if you skip a couple levels, you're going to be so lost. There's controls you don't even know exist yet.
That's where I was at with it. So I'm going to have to try it from the start. But I have on my Spotify playlist the Watch Dogs 2, and I can't even remember the name of it, but I play it all the time. I'm in the car.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes. It's a very rap type. I love rap or metal. It's my thing. But let me find it here. Aerosol Cannon by Major Lazer and Pharrell Williams. That I love that music from Watch Dogs 2. I heard it. I was like, I need to download this. It's on my Spotify.
See, when I think of even like soundtracks in general, I can't think of a end game credit soundtrack because I'm just not that smart. But,
so yeah, I like Portal and then Mirror's Edge. Also, the name of the song for the end credits is still alive as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny.
When it comes to soundtracks, I tend to lean towards PS1.
PS1 soundtracks, interesting.
PS1 soundtracks. You needed to have great music because you didn't have the graphics.
Yeah, you were reading everything, so the music was spot on there, like for those great games.
Peter, you and Captain Algebra are buying your tickets at the same time. You're both coming to Canada.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I have to get a passport first. I still don't have a passport because I've never left.
We only got one in what 20. When did we go to Florida?
We went to Florida 2019.
Yeah. Just before.
November 2019.
Right, so right before everything.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. I think so. Captain Algebra is probably the one who I've heard most say that Breath of the Wild isn't a Zelda game. Since he brought this up,
you know what? I don't have enough experience with Zelda games because I haven't played that many of them. But I can see
Take your Hollywood Polo. He's going to
Hollywood.
And Rock and Racing, same thing. He couldn't get into Breath of the Wild. It's hardcore Dragon. He's a hardcore Dragon Quest fan. Breaking of the Weapons and the sometimes directionalist world done it in for me.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
When our kids get older and aren't as needy, we're totally gaming as a couple more. We played a lot together, but kids ruin things, at least for now.
Yeah.
Your wife
We used to play Diablo 3 all the time together.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the time.
I'm going to give you some insight to when your kids are like 12, 13 years old.
Oh.
They don't care about you anymore. Their friends are everything. And you can go to like the convenience store and leave them at home, and it's like a secret.
It's okay.
Knows. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least they're old enough in Canada. I don't know what the laws are in the U.S., but
I don't know.
12,
I think
12 you're good.
my parents definitely left me at home alone when I was like 8 years old. So
shit! I was like 8 years old. Yeah, but that was back then.
Yeah. But that is the best moment in your entire life when you can leave the house and be like, "Oh my God, we didn't have to bring that little so-and-so
special little package."
Yeah, you didn't want to go to Walmart anyways, and we're going to pick up grapes or something. Either way, that's the best time of your life. Your wife is totally right.
We're looking forward to it, and we're done with 2, so we're not waiting. We're not having any more, so we're already moving towards that time of our life. We don't have to worry about another one coming up.
You go diapers. Being able to buckle yourself into your car seat.
Oh my gosh, that's the best part. Buckle yourself into your car seat. If you can buckle your seatbelt, you are the best kid in the world.
It is.
I will buy you McDonald's if you can buckle your seatbelt. That is what we just did for our daughter 2 days ago.
It's the best thing ever because you can get into a car and you're like, "Okay, we ready to roll?"
You just jump in. And you're like, "Yeah, we're ready to roll."
It's the best thing of life. My kid has something to say. Thought I'd clarify. She's first heard it on Watch Dogs 2. I did, Alex.
Yes.
I said that.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid Endgame credits music.
Metal Gear Solid does have good in-game credits music.
Yeah. My accountant friend just posted a meme about checking spreadsheets while listening to rap, and it made me think of the start of Office.
Nice. Office Space is such a good movie.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 6 and 3 SNES has amazing end credit music. How it had different character themes.
I never made it to the end of the game.
I haven't played them. You know what? Like I said before, I don't have a lot of experience with the Super Nintendo, and I don't have a whole lot of experience with RPGs, but I'm getting into them, and I'm kind of dipping my toe in with the action RPG stuff there. So
they just take.
I don't really like turn-based that much.
Yeah, you're not a big turn-based RPG.
JRPG? No, that's what she was going for.
Right? Yeah, the Japanese RPG.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like it or not, BOTW is an amazing game. Breath of the Wild is an amazing game.
Yeah, it looks good. I just there's games that I have started and would put 6 to 8 hours in, and then I would just lose interest. There are a bunch of games, so that's just happened to be one of them.
Adulting is tough.
Maybe I'll get back into it.
One game that I haven't done that with is, I'm just kidding. But Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider reboot, I have it over there somewhere. But the reboot is so good. Like the first Tomb Raider games, I played those when they came out, and I was like, "Hey, this game is cool."
Did you see the video?
No.
What video about talking about Tomb Raider when we actually didn't talk about Tomb Raider at all?
Our drunken rants. We did a couple of these videos where we had been drinking for a while.
Nice.
And we sit in front of the camera and we're like, "Well, let's talk about this game. We all played this game," and we just went off on a tangent there.
Something else nice.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
When Dennis comes over, we just
people tend to think they're funny, so. Yeah.
I was like, okay, here's some obnoxious videos you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
LOL is Alex. Let's just call him Alex because he's ours. Trust me, your kids will never stop, nor will I. Never stop what, Alex? So we know.
In the way of things? I don't know.
Probably. Love Diablo 3, one of my favorite games of all time.
So Diablo 3 for us is a family game.
We almost picked this one here, the Diablo 3 between the two of us, but we ended up in the Dragon's Crown Pro.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Diablo 3 is really fun.
Have to try it.
But my aunt, however you want to say it, My aunt, she worked on the art for that game. She did
Oh,
spells and
really?
stuff. Yeah. So it's a family game for us. And same with Overwatch. She also worked on that game. And so
Wow.
those are games that like it means a lot to our family because of our tie to it. So
nice.
yeah.
And being needy, I think our kids will never stop being needy.
It's true. I've heard while we've been down, I'm here in the basement, and our floor is thick enough that it holds us up, but not thick enough that it blocks all the sound. And I've heard our baby a couple times.
Yeah, that happens with us too. Every time we're recording a video at all, Alex just like stomps down the stairs.
Yeah.
He's the loudest person on 2 feet ever. Okay, we've reached the end of.
I think people have like quit on us. So we're gonna have to like get through the rest of our list of games here soon.
I think that's been 10 or a little bit. I only have one other one that I was going to use for a closeout.
Last one, people.
Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64.
Nice.
This game has started a whole new thing for our family called Cartmas, where for our Christmas party we have people come over and play Mario Kart. So we play Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, which is my headphones just flew off. That was exciting. I just turned too hard. Get the Diddy Kong Racing is another huge one in our household too. Because of this, because of Cartmas, we have people come over and we race and play 4-player 64 games and drink eggnog.
Fun.
Just have fun. So you guys are invited to the next one.
I'm booking my ticket now.
From what I hear, it's going to be Do You Nerd, Gaming Off the Grid, and Captain Algebra. Also, they're going to come to the next one. So
that's one hell of a party.
I know, right?
Party.
Yeah.
Now the problem is I'm gonna have to move to the Midwest to make it happen. But once we move there, we'll make it happen.
But if we're there, I feel bad for the rest of them that have to keep up with me drinking.
Nice.
I can't. We're bringing Dennis. Right?
Yeah.
Dennis will be low on the total ball.
Yeah.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
I'm drinking root beer, A&W style.
Nice.
It's a homebrew pale ale. That's all we're drinking. A homebrew.
Yeah. I drink what Scott puts in my glass.
I poured her a pale ale because that's where I went. I went straight to the tap, poured myself a pale ale.
Mario Kart 64 Yoshi Valley is one of my favorite tracks. Your place in the race was hidden and amazing fun music.
Yeah, that is a really interesting thing about Yoshi's Valley because the way that the track is laid out, when they were programming it, they found that the AI could not keep up of where you were in like first, second, third place, anything like that. So if you on every other race, it has like you're in this place, and then it has people like lined up, like you're, Mario, and then Yoshi and Donkey Kong, or whatever. But in Yoshi's Valley, it's all just question marks, and you never know until the end, or if you've won or not, because the AI can't keep up because there's so many different paths. Where it's pretty cool, and the music is fun on that level.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What else do we have here? We have challenge words.
Captain, you better bring your A game, buddy.
We would have so much fun. Root beer or ginger ale?
I can drink both.
Root beer. If I'm picking the two, but I like both for sure.
I am a ginger fan.
Oh.
I do like root beer more. What? I'm sorry.
Did you guys know that in like Slovakia, their medicine tastes like root beer?
Oh yeah.
Why are we not all
right?
Slovakia
So
like NyQuil?
Yeah, my uncle married a girl from Slovakia, and she hates root beer because it tastes like medicine to her. And I'm like, your medicine tastes like root beer? Why do we not have root beer that tastes like medicine tastes like root beer? That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because everything is like cherry flavored here.
It's so gross. Yeah, cherry.
Yeah.
Unless it's amoxicillin, then it's bubblegum flavored.
That is true. You get banana amoxicillin in Canada.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Banana flavored is awesome.
Blew your mind.
What a thing to blow my mind on.
Root beer or cream soda?
Root beer over cream soda for sure.
Yeah, I'm still going to go root beer. I do like cream soda, but Diet Pepsi. You all are fantastic.
Yeah, Dave, have a fantastic night.
Have a great night. Thanks, Dave, so much for sticking around.
Yeah.
The brother-in-law, right?
Yeah,
right to the end.
Yeah.
Also, he works on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game. That's why he brought it up.
Oh, nice.
He's an artist on it. That's why I said the art's so good. Just to plug his stuff too.
You have a lot of talented people in your family.
We do, yeah. So he works on it for EA. Then my aunt is now working for a new game studio, and then her husband works for Blizzard still on World of Warcraft, and then I worked on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And then I have a brother who's a rocket scientist and a brother-in-law who's a vet. So we have a lot of really cool people in our family.
Wow.
We make sure mail gets to people in Canada.
That's awesome. I've thought about taking a job with the Postal Service.
Yeah.
Or UPS or something, you know. Do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah,
you have been awesome. I'm so happy we got to connect on the channel.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's a cool invite because you know all the other channels you've had on have been so much larger, and I'm like, why did they invite me? But this is cool.
We don't matter.
Really we don't look at that.
We don't look at subscriber count. We just care about
we had Dennis on, we had Mike, we had Phil, which were just friends of mine.
Yeah.
They don't even have channels, right?
That's true.
So
yeah,
it's this whole thing is just about friends talking about games.
Yeah,
and you know the things they love about it.
Nice, I love it. Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It wouldn't matter if we had 1 subscriber or 10 million subscribers. We still want to connect with everyone. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Everybody loves gaming in general.
Exactly.
Like, we're just a family in the community. It's amazing.
There's so many games. It's so interesting to talk to different people and find out what they love, different genres of games, and then I'll hear a game that I've never heard of before, and then I'll go and look. I can't tell you how many times, like on Captain Algebra streams, I've seen a game that I've never even seen before, and I'm like, I'll write it down, and I have to go look on eBay. I gotta find that game
for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to answer the last couple questions here. What games are you guys currently working on? I may have missed it from earlier.
Dragon's Crown for us.
Yeah.
And
I just started
Sunset Riders on the SNES.
I just started Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
I'm working on Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy right now.
Oh, nice.
It's an interesting game. I did not realize that there was I must have missed something in part of my tutorial, but I went to look up just a walkthrough of where I was at. So I can't do anything here. And it turns out I missed a bunch of stuff. So I have to start over and get it all the things that I got.
I picked up that game because it's backwards compatible all the way up to the Xbox Series X. So I haven't played it yet, but it's on my list.
I picked it up because it was free on Xbox Gold.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey,
why not? It was awesome.
Yeah.
Fernando Garcia is saying, hey, we're just
we're almost done.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Good stream, Imogen Games. Thank you so much. Same thing from I Don't Give a Fuck. We love you too. And great stream. Glad Waves was on. He's fantastic. Can't wait for Lightsaber Samurai. Gotta go as well. Yes, we need to have Lightsaber on.
Yeah. We never actually had a dialogue whether he'd want to be on or not there. We kind of don't. It's kind of weird because in our situation there, who do you ask to come on there? Because I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to come on at the same time. But if people would like to come on, that would be great. Shoot us a message there. That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of feel bad for asking people, especially if they're bigger than us.
Thanks, Cap.
Yeah, you are great. We loved having you on here. It's almost midnight here, and we have continued forever.
I have more games. I have all these 64 games I got to talk to you about.
When we do these things, time
we'll have
evaporates.
A part 2. Yeah. You know what? We always. Every time we do this, we're like, we'll shoot for about an hour and a half, and it always ends 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. It never fails. It's 3 hours.
Bomb,
thanks, Bomb Gamer.
check him out. He's awesome. You do live streams, like you said, every lunch hour?
Yeah.
I try to do it on a lot of my lunch hours. Yeah. Basically, whenever my family is not here, because my wife also works, and so when the kids are being at the babysitter and I have a moment on my lunch break, I just stream. I usually eat on my 15-minute break beforehand so I can stream on my lunch hour.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And I was happy to be able to catch a stream. When you stream, I don't know what time it is here, but I'm probably usually playing games, and I just set my phone to the side.
I'm at work.
He's at work because he works like 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm at work with him, because my second job is at Scott's work, my work too.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's been hard November through January to catch anybody's stream, but you had a fun stream.
Oh, thanks.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
It's just because I just yell at the game half the time.
That's the best part. That's all I do when I game down here. I swear and yell at a game. It was nice to catch my first one of these. Thank you so much, Shane.
Thanks, Shane. Good to be here. Rock on. It's a
that's what
it is. Thank you for cluing us in.
I love you first because of sign language.
Music insights. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Thumb. We do have good conversations about music. Hopefully I'll make some more videos about music.
Yes, please. We love that.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's everything we have tonight.
Yeah, it feels like it.
My beer.
I have a little bit of drop left.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. It's super fun.
Oh my God.
This is always
anytime.
fun. This is always fun.
This is an open invitation. I can't words.
Too many beer.
An open invitation for you to come back anytime.
Oh, thank you.
Fun.
Yeah. Maybe next year you'll have 10 new games that are your favorites.
It would be nice to have like maybe a ton of people on the stream and just have fun together.
That'd be
cool.
You know what? Maybe at some point, maybe we do a get to know gamer, but with all past people that were on the stream, and like have like maybe, I don't know how many you can have. Maybe you can have 5 people on here, and then we can all just chat and talk and have a fucking good time.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm down.
That would be fun, eh?
A really, really fun time. Great job, you guys. I tore through a 12-pack.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's Canadian, even though his last name is Garcia. I think you're Canadian. Cheers, everyone.
Right on.
And that's a cool idea. I agree, Captain Allen.
Captain, you in for it?
You in?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Cap's in. Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next time, like we say every time.
Every time.
Game on.